last week how it sounded like it was about to die?
The lock.
On the door upstairs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it died when I put it
It sounded fine when I tried it.
Because, well, when I told him last week, he was like, and I was like, man, that sounds like it's about to die. This week, I'm like,
It's also fucking cold.
yeah. And it was like, it went,
It's frozen.
it went, that fuck you. Knocked him back.
All right.
I'm not dying for this shit.
All right, everybody, we are live in. Welcome everybody back. We're going to be getting into our thing, but we have a couple of things we need to talk about before we get into that. With TikTok potentially not being around in a few days, we're going to still be doing our thing. But if it's gone, we just won't be doing it here.
I think it's the 18th.
We will be doing it in all the other places that we do it. That we've always done it, right?
MySpace Live.
No, there was never no MySpace Live, I don't think.
There is now.
There is now. We make it.
You'll be able to still catch us
Come on,
on
Tom.
Twitch at Initiative Syndicate, where you can catch replays on YouTube. If we find some other places to make this thing go live, we will let you know. But for now, that's kind of what we're planning on doing. But we're not going away. We're going to keep playing. I think our producer over there, he'll probably have some things to say as we kind of figure them out, but he'll make some posts about it. If we have a new thing that we're going to be doing, he'll let everybody know.
What if we post on OnlyFans?
We could do that.
Dude, could do that.
I mean, we can just
Do that.
say it's fantasy, and then when they come on it, they're like, fuck.
I think some people would pay. I mean,
Maybe.
I spread my butt cheeks.
Honey, what's this OnlyFans account you got? I swear it's for D&D.
it's D&D. They were talking
Initiative
about
Syndicate?
fighting Strahd.
Sounds kind of fishy.
You see, they went away from the TikTok, and now I got to get the OnlyFans.
But they leave their feet on the table.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we got to pay the bills. All right.
If it helps the stream, I'll wear a tank top every week. Just to say,
If it helps the stream, I'll be fully clothed every week. Every week. All the clothes.
That dude has nipple clamps. I'm not thinking it.
Anyway.
Reminds me of that scene from Dodgeball.
So as
You
far
must
as
be
the future of us, right now we're going to keep doing what we do. And we're going to get into recap, but we haven't done one for this year. I'm going to go around. Everybody's going to tell me about their character, who they are. We haven't done that this year, and it's New Year, so we like to do that from time to time. And because I like to mix it up, we're going to start with the producer.
The producer.
Dude, I just got everything put up together. All right.
I
Hey,
know,
you finally got your
you're-
camera on
you're
like
ready
52
now.
sessions
Why don't you
later.
shut
Hey,
the
look at
fuck
that.
up?
He's got a camera on him.
I said 52 sessions later, he finally
He
got
got
one.
it.
He got it. They're like, turn it back off.
I got shit. Okay.
That doesn't help the face, but go ahead.
If you lower it a little bit.
There it is. Just gotta get up in the mic. Oh shit! What's my guy's name? Lemmy, because I can't be Remy. Love
No,
that.
that
I
was
didn't
not-
say that you couldn't be
I know,
Remy.
but you said I couldn't be Louise.
Beat us.
All right.
We just couldn't. I don't know.
Alright.
We just didn't like it.
So,
All I could think
It'll
of is a
work out.
4'10" Canadian.
all right. I am
Sing.
Remy. Lemmy. Yep, Lemmy.
Lemmy, like from Motorhead.
Yep.
Lenny?
And I am a asshole bard. I think level 5 or 6. I don't know which one.
5.
Could be 6. And I throw some cards. I got fucked up shit. No, actually, I don't have any fucked up shit that happened to me. So, life's pretty good on the outside.
Yeah, you're probably like the most normal.
Yep. Just a human.
You're just a guy.
Just a guy. Just a guy and a staff. And a... Yeah, that's it.
He has no trauma, no real reason for adventuring other than he just likes money. I mean,
Money. Yep.
Seemed a bit disturbed when you found out about all the shit that we have going on.
Yep, you guys got baggage.
you guys seem like a bunch of deranged individuals that need therapy.
Yep. Couples therapy.
So he's like Peter from the Deadpool series, just a guy trying to hang out.
All right, we'll go this way. So, next up,
All right, I'm Jesse. I play Crispin Frey Copperpot, a.k.a. KFC, and I travel with the Colonel, who is a chicken. He is a holy chicken.
Holy shit.
I am the token healer. inspirational healer, and debating whether to dabble in the arts of being a bard. Never done it before, and
Experience.
figured with the cleric bard we might try that, but never mind.
So why did the chicken cross the road?
To peck at Fig's eyeballs.
Because.
Because. I'm done. Go ahead, Fig.
Cool. I'm playing Fig Brushtail. I'm a Volpine, fox race.
There it is.
I'm part warlock, part rogue.
All action.
Did I read that in
And,
third grade? That shit off my back.
Fig really, really likes fire, so we'll see where that goes.
That just started one day. We have no idea.
A
We have
fiery
no idea how that
fox.
happens.
We discussed none of that.
He wasn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't in California recently, right? Like he didn't start.
So, you know where when I was gone last week?
Damn.
Oh.
Maybe you shouldn't have said that on air.
One for our homies.
Things are
I didn't say anything. I'm not the one who said it.
Critical Role's gonna be looking into us now.
I hope that they share.
Yeah. Anyways,
All right, I am. I'm Kevin, aka Nictus. I'm the dungeon master. I play all of the other characters. I try to keep this crazy lot in order. And if this is your first time watching one of these, and you don't know what a dungeon master does, ask your mom.
Damn. Got his ass.
Damn.
Right for the jugular.
If we could give you inspiration.
Nah, but
I can give myself inspiration. Just roll all my monsters with advantage forever.
maybe in the new monster manual they can get inspiration.
And
Dungeon Master, ask your mom. Wow.
I play
That's way to end
Fiora.
TikTok.
I play Fiora Starweaver. I'm an Aasimar druid. I had a dream of the future of my tribe of druids being destroyed, so I left to try to prevent that from happening.
Me? I'm Bill. Hi. I play the fictional character known as Otis, the Man.
I thought this was based on a true story.
It is. So Otis is a bullywog. He's olive green in color with an orange mohawk going down his back. He is a Drake Warden ranger. He's also more of a gunslinger than your bow and arrow crossbow kind of ranger. He has a pet dragon. His name is Rufus. He is a little badass whose go word is giblets, and then he attacks when he hears that code word. Otis sells moonshine for his family, who is a bunch of moonshine maker smugglers who invented the boomsticks, as they call them, the guns of the realm. And he's pretty cool. His father's name is Kermie, and his mother's name is Flip. We haven't gotten there yet, but I'm reading my backstory right now. He has 17 siblings. Knew them all from tadpoles. That's it.
Your dad's got quite the nut.
It was like an AoE effect. We're all the same age, the 17 of us.
All right. So that is our wonderful cast/player group, which I would say that I've had the distinct privilege of playing with now for a couple of years, 3 years, 4 years. It's been a
Why do you
while.
sound like you're breaking up the band right now?
I'm not.
This is our last
Yeah, like,
episode, guys.
We're gonna still be on Twitch, guys.
I'm just. I appreciate you guys coming and playing every week.
Tell us the dog died.
And we're getting a divorce.
It's not that we don't love you.
So you
Look,
sell the house?
you guys are gonna get 6 Christmases. That's awesome, right?
I do like that. Other people have to run the one shot though for all the 6 of us, not just me.
It's hard, ain't it?
It is hard. I'm still having nightmares.
You did great. You did fantastic. I hope that did not deter you from wanting to maybe
No.
pursue it occasionally.
I've been thinking about it more, about running
See?
a real game. But
There you
also
go.
I'm like, man, I am busy in life. I can't do this shit every week.
Yeah, we expect props now.
It's we can talk about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you some of my tricks of saving some time.
Tricks of the trade.
Yeah.
Well, if I did, like, I ran a mini series one shot the first time I DM'd, and it was I wrote the whole thing from scratch, and that was way too much. So I would definitely use like a Faerun or preset world. But these two that I ran was like I created the whole thing, so it's a pain in the ass.
Welcome to Ravnica.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I've got a few time saving tricks and a book you should read. It's a very short book. You'll be able to read it in about an hour, but it's got a lot of really good info in it. But I'll pass it along to you. All right. So last session, you guys continued on your journeys with the caravan that is making its way up to Waterdeep. You know that there is at least a couple of wagons belonging to these raiders / potential cultists who are worshippers of something called the Cult of the Dragon. You're not sure exactly what it is that they're hauling, but you believe it might be some of these goods that they have stolen from these villages. At some point when you were in Baldur's Gate, you guys did get a view or heard whispers of a black half-dragon in purple robes that was spotted, and you believe this might be Rezmir, based off of the descriptions and the things that you found in Rezmir's chamber. Yes, this is the same one that you stole her robe when you guys were in the caverns.
Whoops, I still have that, by the way.
So Rezmir was spotted, but you have not seen her in the caravan. You don't know if she is in the caravan. The only thing you know for sure is that the caravan wagons for the cultists kind of keep to themselves in the 5 or so days that you have really kind of been watching them, and they don't really interact with any of the other people. They kind of just keep to themselves. You know that they have at least one guard guarding the wagons at all time, but you know that that might just be a deception and that there could be more, but you're just not sure where they are. Now, those were notes we did not cover, but that's information I'm going to give you because I feel that it's relevant, and you would have observed this in the 6 or so odd days that you guys have been traveling with them. Your trip is going to take an estimated 40 days to get to Waterdeep. That's if you don't run into any complications, serious complications. You guys have had days where not much happened, and those days were exciting. Your first few days, you made friends with a young gold dragon. But your last couple of days on your trips, you interacted with a few of the people within the caravan. Now that everyone is sort of getting to know each other a little bit and interact with each other, it's almost impossible to not. You know that within the caravan, there are many people who have sort of like appointed themselves as foragers and gatherers, because you would not be able to carry enough food and supplies for this many people and animals for the entire trip. At some point, people are going to have to go and stop and forage for meat or fruits or things that you can eat, mushrooms or whatever. But you still have several days worth of supplies that you guys just brought because you are adventurers. So water and food is going to become a real issue eventually. I know normally I don't do a lot of this whole survival thing, but be aware. You guys only have maybe a couple of days worth of rations left.
Start eating people.
Okay? Now, members of the caravan that you met. You met someone by the name of Oin Evermore. Oin Evermore owns a shop, you believe it's in Baldur's Gate, called Evermore's Exotic Birds. When you met him, he was covered in bird shit. Pretty much head to toe. He was like kind of a dirty blonde-haired human. He had like what looked to be almost like a leather apron on, and he was all smiles. He seemed a little bit arrogant and kind of know-it-all, but he did kind of warm up to Otis and Crispin, and they had a chat. He told him a few things about some of the other members in the caravan, including someone by the name of Asbara. Asbara is a refugee from the nation of Thay. He is keeping a pretty low profile because most people from this nation are kind of looked down upon. Not wanting to be associated with the group of magi that run that nation. Their country is overrun and ran by the dead. The Wizards of Thay are well known throughout the Forgotten Realms. You wouldn't even have to do a check. Everyone knows them. They're not usually welcome in cities. They're not usually welcome in towns or villages. They're sort of bad. They are led by a lich, basically. That's also not really secret knowledge. So it's not uncommon for members of that nation to leave for various reasons, but basically because I'm sure the conditions suck. And because they are from that nation, they are looked down upon. They don't want to be associated with it. And that's what you believe has happened here. He's trying to keep a low profile. He's hiding his markings, his tattoos and things, trying to not show any of his descendancy. However, he did start a fire for Otis using magical flames so that he could forge bullets in his off time. He was kind of standoffish and didn't really want to warm up to Otis, and everybody likes Otis, and that was weird. Otis didn't understand.
So what did I do?
You
Thaumaturgy his coffee cup.
You did
With a
make his
fart.
coffee cup fart. During your the last night before we broke, Lemmy played cards with some of the members in the caravan, and he met an interesting person who did not give their name, but she definitely looked like a roguish sort. Maybe an adventurer, maybe an assassin, maybe a thief. Not really sure. But she stood out amongst all the other ones, and she was a pretty good card player, but Lemmy ended up besting her. They had a chat. He said that he'd, maybe give her the opportunity to win some of her money back later, and she didn't seem really that mad about it. And considering the amount of gold that he took from her, it was weird. Most people wouldn't like losing that much money. But they have like a sort of mutual respect for each other, if nothing else. The final group of individuals that you met was not really a group, but a pair. You guys saw a wagon that was a little ways up ahead of yours, broke down on the side of the road during a storm, in the middle of the night. When you investigated, you found out that there was a set of twin sisters, identical twin sisters, described as buxom. They seemed a little bit odd. And almost immediately, you noticed that they were carrying no weapons. They possessed no magic capabilities at all. And they were traveling just by themselves. A axle had broken on their wagon, and they were just going to wait it out. You guys offered them refuge into your guys' camp, into the caravan, and in the morning, you guys are thinking about helping them fix their wagon, or at least some people will. Now, a lot did happen, because that's not even taken into account. It was a good session, Rob. I'm really sorry that you missed it.
That's right. That's good.
Otis's hat got stolen. And the next day, instead of, talking about it like an adult, like a grown-up, he just takes a shot in the ground at the guy he thinks that stole it. This roused the guards. After convincing the guards through a locate object spell that his hat was in someone else's possession, you found that one of the trade merchants had stolen the hat. Thinking that maybe they could pawn it or sell it off for some money, it looked valuable, but it wasn't the merchant that you thought originally stole it. You thought it was the guy that was asking about it the day before, offering you a bunch of money for it, and it didn't end up being that person. And in a weird way, you guys kind of now have become, I wouldn't say friends, but you don't hate each other anymore.
Yeah.
I think that was pretty much all the stuff that happened. And you guys have not checked in with Lavender in a while.
He's traveling with us, right?
He is your boss.
I don't like that term, boss.
Did we
He
say-
is your patron.
Here we go.
It's a cover anyway. We're not
Yeah, I
really
wanna go
there
home
for
on
Lavender.
I want... I'm tired, boss. Shaking the bush, boss.
So,
Oh, we found out about the Gold Twist Caravan, too.
oh yeah.
Yeah, your contact
Mhm.
is Bear. For
The Gold Twist Caravan is a traveling group of merchants that they collect, buy, purchase, and store dangerous magical artifacts.
And where we left off, the two twins made their way back to the wagon and had to fight off the
Ogre.
ogre illusion.
God, you guys did a lot last
And
week.
you were still watching them, right? Seeing
I
them.
was running like
Like
hell
the-
after they started fighting.
Yeah.
No,
The rest of us were already crashed
So yeah,
out.
Lemmy had put out one of the illusion deck cards, and he had an ogre set up in their wagon, waiting to see how they would react to it.
Because didn't they take the 2 kids with them?
No, they left. The kids fell asleep.
They like stole someone's clothes though.
no,
No,
Oh, I
they
thought-
had clothes in their.
they just went back to the wagon.
wagon.
Okay, for some reason I took
It like stopped. It had stopped raining, and it was the next.
Okay,
it
I
was
thought
like
they-
the next morning.
Okay, I thought they took the 2 kids.
Well,
with them.
actually, I'm sorry. It was still the middle of the night.
It was
Yeah.
like 3 or 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
Or something.
Well, Lemmy was still out there hanging out with his little ogre in the thing, seeing how they would react. And Zelina dived in the wagon to try to attack the ogre. And that's where we ended up. Lemmy's like, I'm out. All right, so Lemmy, you just saw this normal human female unarmed try to jump in the wagon and fight an ogre.
Dimension door.
That's your cue.
Yeah, so Lemmy is absolutely just deadbolting back to the cart. Try not to trip over anything, because it is dark and I am human. So I don't have a light source anymore. So, do I need to make a roll for that?
Yeah.
Okay. Acrobatics?
I would say perception.
Damn it. I got a +4. We'll do that.
Just to see if you
First
can make out
roll.
shapes of brush or sticks or anything like that on your way
Calling
back.
13.
13. I'm calling 16.
I'm calling it 3.
12.
Anyone else?
You know what? Whoever gets it gets the first party. Whoever's closest. You want to guess, Rob?
Sure, you get a 20.
This is like Price is Right.
Yeah.
Closest one without going over 14.
18.
I guess. Well, it's
I guess
between
20.
the 2 of us.
Yeah, but Price is right. He went over. He busted.
Woo! What'd you get? 16?
16. You get the first party.
I wanted the first Bardic.
Damn, if you had to give the enemy the bar.
I feel like I deserve it. I mean,
You would get Bardic if I rolled a 1. It's like a crit fail. So, grand total 22.
22. Since you had prior scouted this path out earlier, and you're a pretty, I would say, you've been in the woods, you've been in the wilderness with the bit of bounty hunting that you've done. One of those things is probably planning a safe escape route. And this didn't really scare you. It was just like, I don't like that. I would say no. You the path that you kind of set out. You jump over the right tree branch when you need to, and you make it back to the camp, unimpeded by the darkness.
Yeah, so I will get back to the camp, instantly tap on somebody, and be like, "Oh, it's your shift," regardless of how long I've been watching. It could be 15 minutes.
Like random person?
Just like no, like one of you guys.
Oh, okay.
Like
D4.
yeah, D4.
I call 1.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The D4 is always the hardest to go. 3.
Hey, that's me.
Okay, so I'll run straight over to you, even if it's only been 10 minutes since you fell asleep.
Yeah.
I'm like, your turn. And I'll just, like, crawl in my little sack.
He
and
just dives into his sack.
Okay.
Just throw the blanket over your head. Don't kill me.
Don't. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. There's no place like home.
All right. So yeah, he says, you're up.
All right, fair enough.
I don't think the rest of us knew about the ogre either.
He didn't know about it either.
How much time are we actually asleep at this point?
You guys have been asleep for probably a couple of hours.
Okay.
Maybe even 3, because it's about 3 or 4 in the morning, and I would guess that you guys probably wouldn't have stayed up much later than.
Well, who did first watch?
I think I did.
I took second,
So you would have the least amount of sleep.
probably.
Okay.
So, awake.
I'm awake. I feel like I wouldn't try to do anything special. Probably.
Okay.
Just.
It's not like you have a watch. You can't go. I've only been asleep for 20 minutes.
The moon position change.
It has stopped raining though.
Okay. I feel like he's probably just fidgeting with the lamp.
Okay. So you just assume your watch duties and make a perception check.
Hello, -1 perception. 3. He's really focused on this lamp. So
You pull out a couple of your weapons, and you're kind of pulling out your little sharpening stone and kind of sharpening some of the blades, sharpening some of the weapons. You're kind of looking through some of your treasures that you found, and maybe a couple nice little shiny rocks. Kind of polishing them up a little bit. They're a little dirty. And you notice nothing.
Okay.
Nothing seems odd or unusual. Your shift goes
Good.
by. You can wake up someone else if you want to.
cool. Crispin then.
What time is it now?
How long was your shift?
I don't remember. I would say probably, 2 hours if that.
Sure.
All right, so we're probably about 5 a.m. now.
Oh, great. So Crispin's just going to go find a place to sit. It's probably getting close to... you said it was close to winter time, isn't it? So the sun's going to be a little later.
It's dark as shit out.
It's like in
Still.
November.
So it's not going to get...
After daylight savings.
Jesus. Faerun needs to get...
I need to get rid of that.
Yeah, he's just going to walk around, and he's kind of a little irritated because he's like, oh, this is the kind of, type of time he usually likes to do watch with summertime and spring. The sunrise is coming up, so he can do his morning prayer with the sunrise. Now it's just like still doom and gloom and muddy, and he's still got a hangover from the day before. He's tasting ashes in his mouth. I don't know why I listen to Otis. I don't know why I listen to anybody. And he has like a little flask now that he carries. He's like, takes a little nip of it because a little chill from the rain. I felt a little cough coming on it. Preemptive.
Is that the cough medicine from Otis?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's converting.
Now, at this point, between him and for Fig and myself, would we have heard any ruckus coming from the wagon where the two twin women would have made a ruckus fighting an ogre? Or
I would say no, and the only reason is because they didn't actually fight a ogre.
they just slammed through it?
Yeah.
All right, I'm still just going to just walk around, just probably humming some hymns or whatever that come into mind. And more of them are starting to stray towards some of the ones that bar songs that Otis have taught him. So as you get a little hymn with a Otis bar song in there, I'm like, shit. Some of the words are, man, I'm like, no, I think that's how I'll continue. Do I need check or anything, or?
No, all the weird stuff is done. And he didn't notice any of it. So.
Okay.
All right, so the rest of the evening is going to go by pretty uneventful. You guys all resume your watches. You guys get up in the morning. Since this is now the start of day 6, the horses are going to require 1 day off from travel. So once every 7 days, these animals are going to need to not be driven. You guys can kind of push for that on your 6th day or on the actual 7th day. That's kind of up to you guys. Because you guys also brought some animals, did you not? No, you guys left Clyde and everybody home.
I think we brought Clyde.
We brought
I think
Clyde, we left Buttercup behind.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you have a preference on...
I'd say the 7th day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus.
So, are you guys the ones who are volunteering to help with the wagon? Or are you going to let other members of the caravan try to deal with that?
When
For
you say-
our wagon?
No, it's for the twins' wagon.
The Weaver.
No.
I don't know how to fix shit. So.
I don't know how to fix stuff either.
Okay.
I'll go over there and pray with them that hopefully it gets fixed.
Well, I guess how close would it be to like smithing and tinkering and like I have tinker tools and smith tools.
It's an axle, so it may not even be something that you... They might have supplies because wagons do break down
Right.
on journeys and travels, so...
But that really wouldn't fall in my wheelhouse though, would it?
I would say no.
Nice.
I'm not giving you inspiration again. God.
Well, last week I got super advantage.
So much
remember?
advantage.
And
It's because I called you by the wrong name for the first time.
And I blew it on something stupid.
Yeah.
You did.
I'm proficient in calligraphy. I'm just going to carve my name real nice into the side of their wagon.
I got these
KFC's.
KFC is here. But he spells was W-U-Z. Was
rig it.
here.
There you go.
KFC for life.
4 miles the wheel will fall off.
I'll go to the wagon just to see if anybody's gone to help them fix the wagon wheel.
When you arrive, it's pretty early in the morning. Most of the people are starting to kind of get up in the rest of the caravan. Some fires are being lit. People are kind of cooking breakfast first thing in the morning. Some of the foragers are already starting to go out and try to catch fish for their groups or whatever, or trying to find anything that they can hunt. There's a couple small like little lakes nearby, not huge, but when you go towards the wagon, you see that the top canvas part has been torn down. And you look
Like
inside.
just removed or like ripped
No, it
and
was like-
torn?
It was like torn, like kind of down the middle. When you look inside, it looks as though everything that was in the wagon is kind of like disheveled. It's been like tossed about, but both twins are in there just sleeping.
I'm
Are
like,
they snoring?
No,
Are they even alive?
oh, they're snoring.
they're also
They're
like
not snoring.
they're laying weird.
Hanging from the ceiling?
No.
Curl up in a ball.
They're not vampires.
Not vampire.
They're sort of just laying flat on their backs, with their arms at their side.
So
Well,
they're
I
coming
guess
down.
that's good for their posture. Just
They're not. They don't have like a blanket on or anything. They're not covered over or anything.
I'm gonna be like on the side of the wagon. But I'm still just like, because they're laying on their back with no curves from the night
they
before.
have clothes on. I mean, they're not.
I
naked.
understand, but still, you said they were bucks, and you can still see the peaks and valleys. I'm
Yeah,
just
that's
like,
all you see. You don't see their faces.
And you're going to do this alone?
yes, I'm just.
He's not scared.
They're sleeping upside down, hanging from the
Well, I went to
They're
go check
not
on him and then heard him
vampires.
snoring in there because the last thing we knew, they were staying in camp. We didn't know they were going to go
Yeah.
back to their wagon.
That's why this is odd to you.
Yeah, and that's Lenny.
Yeah,
Let
what are
me
you gonna say?
mention we wouldn't have realized that they had left camp.
No, so I was just going to see if anybody worked on their wagon,
So you see,
and then I hear the snoring, and I'm like, go
you
in
see
there.
both of them sort of sit up, like almost synchronous, and they both look at you like their eyes look very wide awake, not nervous. It's almost like they did not just wake up. They both just look at you, real big and wide eyed, and in unison they say, "Good morning."
Hello, Danny.
Good morning. Do y'all sleep out here? I thought you were in camp with us last night.
We were, but we missed some of our things.
It looked like y'all missed a lot of things. Like, what
Once-
happened here?
Well, Zelina was looking for a book.
On the roof?
We think an animal might have done that.
Oh, I was about to say, did you think the book was a mimic or something? Anyway, I just came to check to see if somebody helped fix the wheel on it. It looks like they haven't yet.
They, when you use the term mimic, they both kind of like turn and look at each other, and kind of cock their heads a little bit, and then turn their heads back and look at you.
Take desperation.
I'm like, do I like? Does it?
It's weird. They don't say anything, and their facial expression doesn't change, and it's right after you say the word mimic.
I got. I'm gonna look at my looking at it's almost time for me to. I got a study here in about 30 minutes. I gotta go get ready. I gotta get breakfast. I was just checking up on your wagon
I got a math test coming up. I gotta go.
for the little kids. We got a little Bible study going on.
Gotta walk my goldfish.
They both just continue to smile at you, and they don't really say anything.
So I'll make sure somebody comes to help with this wheel. And as I'm doing this, I'm like backing up the whole way, and I'm gonna be like, I gotta get going, and I'm gonna check on breakfast, and I'm gonna check on your wheel at the same time, and I'm get on out of here, all right? And then I'm just gonna be like, and then just take off fucking running towards like,
This is the second time in a week a really funny interaction with an NPC has happened. And it was in Thursday's game last week. I gotta tell you this story. You guys are gonna love this. So they're on their ship. They're in the middle of this like frozen sea. Yes, this could have been you, but we stopped playing that game.
Still could be.
And
Technically.
a frost giantess jumped on the deck of their ship, trying to basically steal their ship.
Oh.
And she shouts out, "Who is your captain?" And immediately they all point at Captain Catapult. None of them say a word. They're just like, because they're like, well, he can't die. I mean, not really. He's got a few lives left.
Damn, they threw him
Had
underneath the
9
bus.
lives. He just used them all.
So I posted the little gif of when they're in the diner with in Dumb and Dumber when Jim Carrey's like, I was like, that's messed up. And Captain Catapult's just like, oh fuck. I guess it's me.
Didn't he die in our game?
Yes.
He died in
Danny
their game
killed him.
too, twice.
Danny's a-
Times.
Yeah, Danny killed
Yeah,
him.
he was permanent death in your game. He has 9 lives in their game.
Didn't Danny kill him?
No.
He wanted to.
He died somewhere, but like left the hook
Dude,
for Danny.
He fucking hated.
Until
Danny
he was
hated
until he was dead.
Until he was dead.
Then he
I
felt
was
bad.
like, oh, my
Did you see how I turned that around? Then I made him feel bad.
I haven't seen that much hate since Thomas.
He still says, "Oh man, fuck Thomas," every time you mention that name.
I don't know. I think that the Thomas hatred is more, but it was close.
Yeah.
I've never seen an NPC that hated.
Yeah, Noah fucking hated Thomas.
All right. Anyway,
Some NPC.
so you're backing away, and they don't even say anything as you leave. They just kind of smile at you.
And just the look they gave me, I'm like this. I'm like reaching, seeing where my medallion is. I'm like, and once I get out of eyesight with him, I'm like, I'm doing like the prayer. And I'm just like high. You see the high knees back to the camp. Get back to camp. I'm trying to find wherever they're at and give them the story. Like,
Okay. So he meets back up with you guys, and you can tell them however you want to tell them.
Hey, Crispin, you want some tea? I'm making tea.
Oh my God. I
that
need
another?
something to calm my nerves. Them ladies are weird as hell.
Weirder than we already thought?
Oh yeah, beyond that, they just stepped it up a damn notch. Like everything they do is like in unison. And I said the word mimic like jokingly, and I was just kidding.
When we think they're aliens?
What the hell's an alien?
I don't know.
There's enough damn weird shit on this damn continent. What's one more? Oh.
Well, they didn't seem to know how to interact with people. I figured
Ugh.
they just didn't see other people very often.
Ouch. I don't know.
I don't know if you think there's something weird with them. I can cast a spell.
You know what? Why don't you go try to do that?
Sure. If it just goes.
No, I'm just kidding. Don't go over there by yourself. Take
Oh,
somebody with you.
Hold on, Fig, and I
Okay.
pour Crispin a cup of tea,
It's
and
okay.
then I get
He's
some
walking
of
the wrong direction. Anyways.
Otis's cough medicine. Put a little, just a little.
Do
bit
I see
in
her
there.
put some in there?
Make a perception check.
And
I'm
gonna-
not hiding it.
Oh,
just a little bit.
okay.
8 plus
I got 15.
15.
Oh yeah,
You
he
got a high
definitely
modifier.
sees it.
Yeah, you notice it.
And I'm like, here, you might need this.
And then I'm like, oh, thank you.
Put some-
Did you put some in this? That's good. Nerves start coming out. I don't.
Was it schnapps? That's good.
I need one of them Luskin teas. Yeah, I don't know. I thought they were staying the night in camp last night,
So did I. They were out with their
but I went to go check to see if somebody had fixed the wheel on their wagon, and it's not fixed. They slept in there. Their caravan is ripped to hell. Said they were looking for a book, and the canvas is all torn up on their wagon. And I was like, well, maybe the book's a mimic. And they looked at each other, gave each other like a weird smile, like, and it was just like, and I do like the, like, and I'm like, that's when I was gone. So it's a good thing it's covered in mud around there, because there might be a little bit of crisping around there too.
I was wondering if they were shapeshifters. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if druids, but it's something common around where I'm from.
I don't know.
You think that's like offensive? Calling a twin a mimic? I think you gotta say 4 Hail Frog Jesuses. The prayer to repent.
What?
It's a prayer you say to Frog Jesus.
You know, I take a lot of your blasphemy to just let it just roll off me like water on a duck's back.
I mean, I shoot a lot. Do blasting. Yeah.
And I take my tea and I'm like, some more of it. And you see me top it off a little bit more.
Perfect.
So, Lemmy, where are you while all this conversation is?
I am still absolutely tucked with, like, you can hear, if you were real quiet, the sound of, like, teeth chattering.
You're having a Shaggy moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm kind of just sitting there,
We gotta get him a dog now.
Zoinks.
slowly, like, peeking up, like, just making sure nobody notices it's me. But as everybody's, like, packing up the caravan, basically doing all the necessary tasks before a day's travel, I ain't doing shit.
You're that guy that's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna sleep all day, wait till everything's
Like, I'm
done.
gonna make sure nobody notices me. I'll occasionally grab something, go sit it right back down, act like I'm working, but I'm not really working.
Make a performance check.
Ooh, I don't get to do these often.
Well, you are a character who is performing, which is why I never understood why you didn't play a bard till now. Everything you do is performance or deception.
That's 23.
Yeah, feels real good when your barbarian is not your performer, doesn't it?
Well, I was really excited. I was like, persuasion, I have a +9, but I only got a +4 to performance.
You must not be proficient in it.
It's
That's
got
okay.
like the little half circle.
It's,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
half
for,
proficiency.
Jack of all trades.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good ability.
All right, so
Yeah, 23.
23. It's pretty convincing. The average person says, "Man, he's really busting his ass."
He's that one guy that carries a load of wood to the camp, and he's like 2 foot away from it, and he's the one that grabs it and like, I got this, and just sets it down like where it's supposed to come in. Whew.
Whew, man.
That guy gives you the
day's
stink
work.
eye.
Yeah, so yeah, no, I'm just hiding, staying low. Hopefully the twins don't know it was me. But yeah,
Wow. Made you afraid of 2 women out in the middle of the road. That's pretty cool.
Death by snoo snoo.
I mean, we don't know them. To me, it's weird.
Okay.
No weapons, and you're traveling by yourself.
Mhm.
Makes no sense.
And seemingly not afraid of anything.
Not afraid of
Yeah, they have no fear.
And they're mimics.
Like
And they're mimics. I don't think that's
and
a
I
word-
get
word.
like maybe they're really good with fisting. Maybe they're monks
What the fuck did you say?
Maybe they're monks.
because they just use their fist, no weapons.
Oh my gosh.
Bullshit.
Well, Zelina is supposedly the tough one. And you're not sure, but you think it was Zelina that jumped in that wagon in the middle of the night.
Yep, they're monks.
They're monks. That explains it.
No weapons. Yeah, something ain't adding up.
No weapons, 8 charisma score.
So I will keep an eye on them if they join our caravan, or if not, I would like to keep a very close eye that we're not getting stalked by something.
He's over there pretending to fix the wheel.
I'm actually breaking the other one.
Breaking the.
You see him get closer to the wagon.
Unsetted booty traps. That's what I said.
Booby trap.
Okay. So they get a few people from the caravan to attempt to fix their wagon. And this is going to take probably a couple hours to do. Foragers come back and they bring a pretty good amount of fish, and they bring back a few deer that they were able to hunt in the woods. And they're sharing a lot of this with everyone. The thing is if you partake, they expect you to go and forage from time to time.
Since I'm not helping fix the wheel, can I go out with the hunting party
Yes.
and try and pop some shit?
Can I be at the... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'll go out too.
I'll go with the work party that's working on the wagon, just to kind of so I didn't look too weird walking away, like coming back. Oh, I got these people together. We're going, and I'm gonna like give them all guidance to help them fix the wheel.
Okay.
Fig's
So you're going
curious.
over little spiritual guidance.
Yes.
Okay.
Fig's curious.
So you're like the old guy in the garage that doesn't do anything anymore. You're like, now what you want to do there, buddy?
I'm like your grandpa. I'm just gonna sit up there and point at
No. You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong.
Damn it.
Left
No.
over from when you were that old.
Yes. Yeah. The resident, it's like, oh man, why do I keep
Figs-
coming back
All
up?
right.
Fig's also going to go to the wheel.
So you're also going to go over and help with the wheel. Is this
Yeah.
more for spying purposes?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
He wants to cast a detect evil and good spell to see if there's something weird with them.
Okay.
It specifically senses the locations of any aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiend, or undead.
Well, let's take a look at my book.
Just because he's curious, because they have been acting weird. I feel like if it doesn't trigger anything, he's probably not going to be suspicious anymore and probably lose interest. But if one of those triggers, he's definitely.
Okay, what was the things it tells you?
All right, aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae,
Oh.
fiend, or undead.
No.
Okay, then he's uninterested anymore, and he's going to walk away. he's like,
Your good and evil spell detects none of those things.
okay. He's like working on something, and then a second, like he does this, and he detects there's nothing. He's like, not interested anymore. Just walks back to our camp.
I'm like, Fig, you want? Never mind. I could see that he's just like, he's already got the next thing on his mind that he's going to go do.
Fig, make a. Let's call it an Arcana check.
Okay. I'm proficient in that, so I get something.
Hmm?
Passion fruit. 15.
When you
one
were
that Maggie
concentrating
doesn't like.
on the Detect Good and Evil spell, for just
Sweet.
a second, it felt like your concentration slipped from an outside source. Someone wasn't trying to stop you from casting the spell, but something felt very inquisitive about what you were doing.
Interesting.
That's the impression that you got. It was inquisition, not fear, not hostility.
I have a low perception, but I feel like I'll try when he feels that he try to look around and see if somebody's like looking at him or something,
Sure, make a perception check.
or something when that happens. It's like a 12.
Well, you're the only Vulpine, so a lot of people look at you.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay.
Okay.
He keeps that in mind.
You're foraging, like for what?
Probably
Animals, fish, mushrooms,
probably
edible berries,
plants,
fruit, plants.
plant anything edible, fruit, mushrooms.
So
anything.
non-living things that aren't
Yeah.
non-animal things.
I think I'm good at survival. Not
So
at
yeah,
other
I'm gonna
stuff.
have you make a survival check, and you're helping with the foraging of like animals.
Yeah, probably hunting.
Okay, go ahead and make a survival check.
Dirty 14.
Okay. Pretty easy day. You actually are able to get a couple of. You're able to help them track down some deer, and you notice something very strange. You see a few deer that seem to have like strayed off. You notice a very strange pattern with the deer. Being a ranger, nature's kind of your thing, monitoring the wilderness and stuff. It's not uncommon for deer to travel in herds, like small families. You see a lot of deer tracks that indicate there is a very large herd of deer being led by a very large deer heading away from this area.
Oh dear.
Damn.
The tracks for the large deer, something about them does not seem deer-like. Make an animal handling check on that.
Oh, +5. 13.
These actually look closer to elk tracks. It's almost as if an elk is leading them.
So as I notice all this stuff, I'm going to look at them and be like, they travel in herds. They do travel in herds. Jurassic Park.
There's a lot. It's weird. Like I said, the normal families, there might be, especially after they're young in the fall, there could be 4 or 5, maybe 6 of them plus like a buck. But this looks like 40, maybe 50.
Yeah.
And to be traveling that far, because you notice that the tracks come long before this little out patch of small trees, right? It goes back even further. You're not sure how far, but it's pretty uncommon. They might pair up or they might get groups together and then wander off, but this looks like this is purposeful. Something about the tracks of the elk seems like it is traveling in a very distinct direction. And these other deer are just following it. But you did manage to kind of lead them to some deer that had either like strayed off or maybe gotten injured or distracted and didn't keep up with the rest of the herd. And you're able to help them find them.
Sweet.
Okay, so you guys kind of have contributed. You found a bunch of various fruits and mushrooms.
I rolled a 24. if it
Yeah,
matters.
yeah, I figured you did. You have a really good score. What kind of fruit you want to find?
Anything that's local, I guess. Berries, apples.
You find some winter favored
mushrooms.
berries that only really grow in the winter time on some of these like really weird thorn prickly bushes. To the average person, they wouldn't realize that these were berries. They would think that they were maybe seeds or something. But you know exactly what they are. These are very sweet and they're very nourishing. Most people wouldn't mess with them because of all the thicker thorns and sticker thorns, but you're able to kind of go in and forage quite a few of them, and you also find some mushrooms and growing in like an old tree, and so you're able you contribute. You get a basket full of stuff and you bring it. All right. So that's pretty much the morning. They get the wagon fixed. You hear someone kind of like make a comment about their tarp being torn, and they have some more. Someone offers to replace it with a few other patches of canvas. So they get the thing. You guys have lost about 2.5, maybe 3 hours of time between all the foraging and the wagon wheel fixing and anything else.
So this wasn't the day that we were resting the horses?
No.
This was the day. Okay.
Does anybody mention, I guess in general, anything like asking them like what happened to your tarp or anything like that? So obviously, I mean, I'm assuming people that have seen it before, like the guards.
The only person that mentioned it is Crispin. Okay. Unless you were watching them, you wouldn't know that anyone mentioned it.
Okay.
You can go over and ask them. Okay. You can go over and ask anybody in the caravan.
I will nervously walk over.
Who would you like to talk to? Them?
Sure. I don't want to, but yeah.
All right, so you walk over back to the wagon, and you see that the two twins are kind of just standing by and watching them do the repairs on the wagon. They're just standing there. They're not interacting with anyone. They're not talking to each other. They're not doing anything to pass the time. They're just standing there kind of staring. But you kind of notice that they're watching everyone.
Yeah.
They're spending like equal amounts of time watching everyone that is performing the tasks to fix the wagon. They do pay particular interest to Crispin and Fig.
So I'll kind of walk up. I'm just gonna wing it. Man, it's gonna be a real bummer to see you guys go.
They both kind of turn and look at you in unison. Damn it. And you're not sure which one it is, but the one you believe that is more of the outspoken one says, "What do you mean?"
Well, once your caravan gets fixed, you guys can go on your way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, glad to see everything was okay and we had the parts to fix it.
Yes, very lucky.
What happened to your tarp? Why is it? It looks new. Looks.
They
patched.
had to replace it. We think an animal may have torn it.
Oh, where's the animal?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, if you need anything, ask Crispin. He's a very holy guy.
Am I near when he says this?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, you can ask me.
Yep.
Okay.
He's our Lord and Savior over here. And I'll start heading back to the cart very slowly.
I don't know what he's talking about, Lord and Savior. I'm just your inspirational healer. How about that?
Wait, you heal?
Okay.
His name's not Elvin.
They just continue to just kind of. It's almost like they've never interacted with other people before. They have no social skills. Everything is very almost robotic. They also, after you stop talking to them, continue looking at you way longer than is comfortable without actually saying anything to you.
Quick, make him laugh and see if
So
they
as
go,
you're like talking to them, Lemmy, you notice that the one continues to just kind of look at you, even though you try to direct the conversation off to Crispin.
Do I notice anything with their eyes?
In what way?
Like, are they changing? I don't know. Do I feel like in a trance? Do I feel like I have to lock on to them?
No.
Okay.
I mean, it's actually, it makes you feel uncomfortable. Most people don't do that.
I will bow to break the eye contact.
Okay.
I will really miss you guys. And I'll just kind of turn, take a few steps, and then just...
Were they blinking when they were staring at him?
Yeah. Like normal. Like a normal amount. You would perceive it would probably be like a normal amount. It wasn't excessive and it wasn't just...
Yeah. I'll just instantly...
Check Discord. I have the perfect picture in there.
But
All right. So...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. All right. So, what would you guys like to do before you head out? Anything that you need to accomplish?
So why wasn't today rest day if we're doing all this other stuff and not traveling?
That you said you guys wanted to keep traveling.
Oh, can we say it was rest day instead?
You guys can just like put in for resting.
I need
Yeah, I
PTO.
assume if we're gonna forage and hunt and fix shit, it's gonna be half the day. Anyways.
Make a persuasion check on the guards. I'm going to give you advantage because you make a pretty good argument.
All
Look
right,
at you, Barty.
you dog. Persuasion.
Oh. Pick a card, any card. Add it to your roll. Ooh.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
You have no difficulties making your case. They feel like they've already lost a good chunk of the morning. It's now almost 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. By the time that everything gets gathered back up, it's going to be almost noon. You hear a few rumbles from other parts of the caravan, most notably from the cultist wagons, but not so loud that it seems to draw a lot of attention. Because there's some other grumbles too. Other people just want to keep going, but most people kind of understand. Yeah, it's kind of late in the day, and
Hell, knowing that we're going to stop here in about 4 or 5 hours anyway.
Yeah, I'll basically make it over the hill. And then it's nighttime.
That's a good rest day in.
All right, cool. Well, thanks, guards.
okay. What would you guys like to do for the rest of your day? If not, we can fast forward.
I'm going to make my way away from the twins.
I'm getting as far away from them bitches as I can.
I'm like, if y'all need anything
They
else,
scared
let me
me.
know. I will be back towards camp.
Are
Do you?
they?
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was going to see if they needed to be towed. Where? Yeah. Did they? Where was their horse or anything that was hauled? It was just a wagon, wasn't it?
Oh.
And so I'm just going to I'm walking away and it just like 2 plus 3 hits, and I'm like, part of me is like saying, don't go back to ask, but then I go back, I'm like, did y'all lose your horse or your mule?
They, as you ask them this, they both look at each other in that same sort of weird way that they did prior. And they both kind of tilt their heads sideways, like they're contemplating it without saying words, and then they both look back at you. Yes.
Are they speaking at the same time?
Only one of them speaking now.
Oh, okay, that'd be a little creepy too. They're just saying the same exact shit. Do you think the horse was wild shaped into a buxom human?
I'm sitting there and I'm just, they're just staring at me now, aren't they? I'm just gonna stare back at them like, but I'm gonna change my facial expression like,
As you change your facial expression, both of them attempt to mimic it.
Oh.
am I the only like person around here?
Mm-hmm. They try to like duplicate your,
Uh-oh.
like the way you move your eyebrows. And,
I'd like to do an insight check.
to determine what?
I'd like to notice if I've heard of anything before where people act like this. Maybe a different region of the world, or maybe they're just.
I don't think you need an insight check. No, this is weird. There are different cultures in the world, and all cultures are a little bit different.
Shit, I don't have sending or anything.
He smoke signals. Help me.
Have a lot of sound. I mean, thaumaturgy, you make a lot of sound.
I don't have thaumaturgy. I got rid of it.
Oh, you don't have it?
Yeah, I got rid of it.
You might want to cast Spirit Guardian. 'Cause you're about to get fucked
I
up.
switched it for Holy Word.
Really?
They only make the gesture for a second, which I'm assuming probably takes you a little off guard, and then they go back to their normal faces.
Do you all need another horse?
Do you have one?
You know what? I might have something right for you. You just wait right here, and I will be right back. I got the perfect creature for you. He is adorable. And he might get along with you. And then on my way out, I'm like, he might not either. Might burn this fucking caravan down. So I'm gonna make my way back to camp. But on my way in, I'm going. Shake it again. I might need some more tea.
Hey,
And
Kristen, are they?
where's
are they
Clyde
gonna
at?
Clyde is with your guys' wagon.
Okay, I'm
helping haul it.
unhitching Clyde,
Hey,
and I'm taking the Colonel with me. I'm like,
what's she doing with Clyde? It's his rest day.
he's gonna rest. I just need to go ask him something. He's gonna do a little bit of. I need him to see how he reacts to this.
Can you
I'm gonna relay. I'm like, these two are weird as hell. Like weirder than some. They're weirder than Otis.
What?
really?
No, like not. We've got used to your weird.
My big ass eyes.
Oh, no, they're not
We got
aberrations,
used to
though.
Otis. We got used to Fig, and we got used to whatever his name is, Limey.
Monsieur LeBlanc.
Maybe you're the weird one, man. You ever think about that?
You know what? I have thought about that, but then I figured I wasn't the problem. But I'm gonna take old Clyde there, and Clyde's a good judge of character, I would say. Hopefully, if not, he might like him. We'll see how it goes. But man, they are weird.
What about
They
our
just
wagon?
so I did some stuff, and they kind of mimicked me a little bit. Like they were. I don't know if they were making fun of me or what.
Somewhere.
Well,
I'm kind of used to that being, a man of the cloth. People do make fun of me sometimes, especially, with having all white hair. Not that, it fails to mention the chicken or anything.
Yeah, that's completely normal.
Yeah.
That's completely.
And going from 72 to you back to, 27 again. So I'm used to getting poked fun at from Otis and a lot, but
I'll never poke fun at you. I'll just
mean-
tell you you're weird.
I mean, now that you say that, like,
Honestly.
when I was, like, over there, I would cast my spell, see if they're, like, aberrations or, like, fiends or something. They weren't, but, like, it almost felt like there was somebody, like, I don't know, that knew I was doing that.
Did they seem
man, when you say
hostile?
that, you're like,
He's like, they're
man,
not like,
dude,
they're not like evil or
dude,
anything. They're
I was
fine."
over there, and it was weird. But then I was like, nah, I'm going back to camp.
I think I've been burning the wrong fumes, guys.
Like, what is in your lamp? Did you go for
Normal plants.
you got you went foraging then again?
You got some gold.
All right.
I found them shrooms that Colt had.
Better watch your hands.
If you all want to accompany me back to the wagon, I'm going back. This is my last time. It could be my last time. I don't know. I feel like I'm chancing myself one too many damn times with these two.
I'll go with you if you want. I can cast Detect Magic, although I don't know what I'll find. I figured they were just unsocialized, just living out on their farm by themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, let me ask you this: why? Who cares? They're gonna be weird. Let them be weird.
I understand, but what if that weird turns to where it hurts somebody? Like, where if that weird gets a little out of hand, and next thing we know, that they end up they're body snatchers or whatever. I've read about them.
If you really think they're not like, I say humans.
What?
What do you mean by
We are not
human?
killing nobody.
I don't know. They kind of act weird for
Nobody
being
would ever find
humanoids.
They're weird, but they're not like.
I don't
want
want to kill them. I'm just.
don't
I
wanna
guess
harm
curiosity got the
Killed
best
one
of
of
me.
them.
I'm
They're no
kinda
longer
curious,
twins.
too.
You know what they say about the Vulpine and the Curiosity?
What?
Curiosity killed the Vulpine.
No,
I'm still
no.
alive.
What are
What are
you
you
talking
talking
about?
about?
That was the
Yeah.
You did
Tabaxi.
get
That's a
rock drop
Tabaxi
on your
one.
head for your
They
curiosity.
look the same.
Yeah, but I'm still
That's
alive.
racist. You can't say that stuff out loud.
Are they- Okay, fine. Jeez.
That'd be like if I said toads are the same as frogs.
How dare you, you son of a bitch.
Like, see, it hurt your feelings, didn't
Okay,
you?
okay. I understand.
Jeez.
Got a frog in your throat?
Why would you say something like that?
God, that is so unsensitive.
Like, we know each other. We can say stuff like that.
You're still new.
I mean, I could try
You know
something.
what? Do a lap. You know what?
So I'm going to take Clyde and the Colonel with me.
Okay.
I'll go too.
I'll
and
go
I'll
with
say
him.
Don't kill them.
I could try something, but they might not like it if it fails.
Well, let's hold off on that. Damn. I'm not trying to provoke them. I'm just trying to... And maybe Clyde might like them and help them out. And there we go. And Clyde's...
Reason with them.
I'm not... They haven't done anything to us.
Yeah.
Can you talk to Clyde?
Could try charming one of them.
No, but
Clyde,
Fiora can.
I can't talk to.
She can
him.
talk to the Colonel who can talk
Yes.
to Clyde.
No weapons. No fucking horse.
No brain. No winnings.
I've won a lot.
You haven't won anybody over in this party yet.
He's right there. He attacked me where I couldn't.
But I mean,
Can't buy that one.
On the way over, I'm gonna ritual cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
I guess I'll go with him too.
So you guys are all just going over.
kind of want to see
You guys
what
all
happens.
holding hands. Like your weapons all drawn out. Like
You need any?
Yeah.
Just
I-
waiting for it to go wrong and
I think
watch
it's
the
a
show.
little weird, but I think it's more curiosity than anything.
I'm gonna make
And
sure the
Crispin
camp's
being
safe.
freaked
and
out.
I'm going to be ready. Like, I'm ready to cast silence. Like, if something looks like they're going to go down, and I'm just ready to cast
so
silence.
you are preparing to cast silence.
Just in case something bad goes down.
Okay. And you are casting detect magic
I was gonna ritual cast it because it lasts
for
like.
determining if this is some sort of like an illusion spell.
Just if I find any
Or just magic in
effects,
general.
You know, I'm more going because Crispin feels freaked out.
You're gonna love this.
Oh gosh.
There's no magic
Okay.
other than the magic from your items that you're carrying and the magic things that are in the caravan.
Fig is highly debated.
Everything in their wagon is just normal things. They
So-
themselves they detect no hints of magic.
So once we get within 30 feet and I can, detect all of that or not detect, be like, Crispin, there's no magic. I guess-
So they're just weird.
Fig is extremely.
That makes it even weirder because they're not spellcasters either. That means that they're just traveling by themselves with no real apparent way to defend themselves.
I just don't understand.
Well, that's pretty.
You know what?
anticlimactic.
I'm just going to be. Maybe it's just the good guy in me. I'm just going to be straight point blank with them.
Okay.
And I'm bringing Clyde over.
Did you tell
Come up.
Clyde what we were doing first?
Yeah, I'm on the way over. I'm telling him, Clyde, I was like, I need you give me feedback on this. Give it to the Colonel, and the Colonel will give it to Fiora. And so the closer we get, I'm like, this is Clyde here. He's very temperamental. And I think Clyde like kind of nips at me a little bit, like, well, we're all temperamental. Just calm down. The Colonel's temperamental too. I'm probably looking weird to them now. They're probably like, what the fuck? Is
They
this dude?
actually make no gestures. Even as you stumble over your words, they all just it's like they're peering into you.
And I'm
They're
just,
observing every one of your mannerisms, every way that you move. It's like it's curiosity to you. It's like they're studying.
I feel like the fucking doppelganger, and then shit's gonna go down, and somebody else is gonna do shit in my name. Anyway, I'm like, did you have a creature that looked like this?
Oh no, it didn't have floppy ears like that. We had a horse.
Oh, so okay, you didn't have
It
one
was-
of these.
It was 2 horses.
Horses.
Horse.
So you didn't have one of these, and I'm just like pointing, like seeing if they'll like name the creature. Like you didn't have one of these.
It didn't have ears like that. No.
What would you call this creature again? It slipped my tongue.
They both look at each other. They kind of tilt their heads and then look back. Mule.
That's right. I always get them.
They said it in unison, though.
I get confused between a mule and a donkey. So,
One's a jackass.
all right. Well, would you rather have 2 horses? We could see if we can. Obviously, why you guys stare at each other and then say the same thing?
They stare at each other.
I knew it was coming.
Then they look back at you, and only one of them speaks this time. It's just where we're from.
And where is that?
The other one says, up north.
Well, I'm from up north too. It's a big region up north.
Further north.
Anything like where we're standing at, anything up north of here is up north. So, what part of up north are you from?
It looks like they're trying to recall information from their minds. Daggerdale.
Bullshit.
Do you know Tom?
No.
Neither do I. I'm not from there. Jesus.
Crispin, you're being a little rude. They're
I am.
Is your old age catching up to you?
Ooh.
Sometimes that spell does get to me, and I apologize. I get a little antsy and judgmental sometimes.
So,
It's the boomer in me.
this little minor detail may have slipped your mind. But they said that they were traveling to Waterdeep
Past Waterdeep.
See
To-
family.
to meet a relative. Daggerdale, is south of Waterdeep.
Oh, fuck. Dun, 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 dun.
I was gonna say I'm looking.
And you guys are south of Daggerdale, like way south.
I probably wouldn't know that. They might.
Well, I came from that area,
Yes,
so I'm like, well,
but they were also on the path ahead of you,
So the more I'm like, yeah, you're.
and it looks like they were not heading north.
And I'm like, then you just see me. One eye closed.
I know that you might have forgotten that little tiny detail, so I'm gonna let you get that one again.
So you said you were heading to Waterdeep.
Yes,
So I'm once again sorry. I take a lot of cough syrup, fuddles the brain. But Waterdeep is north of Daggerdale, and you're south of Daggerdale right now. You say you're heading north, but your wagon looks like it's heading south. And I'm just like,
they both just smile at you.
Is it Dagger Ford? I don't see a Daggerdale.
Daggerford, yeah.
Oh, okay. There
It's
it is.
in Daggerdale. It's like Daggerdale's like an area.
like, I guess it's not really none of
So
our
no,
business.
Daggerdale was
but-
accurate.
but-
They are from the Daggerdales,
Okay.
where Daggerford is.
I see.
Is there anything we could help you with? Maybe a map? A compass?
No, You seem interesting
What?
and interested in us.
We're just a little
I am
cautious about traveling.
interested.
They don't even seem to pay attention to anything else you guys are saying. They seem very focused on
I am
Crispin.
interested in you. You intrigue me.
For making babies?
Whoa, 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 whoa. What, you all need to leave now. This is the... Yes.
Otis pulls out his saxophone and starts
Or-
playing.
Did you just say
jazz.
making
Or
babies?
friendship?
With benefits.
I look around like,
Mazel
friendship.
tov.
Friendship.
French.
That's too bad. Zelina finds you very mate suitable.
I'm going to walk around the
Now's
back
your
of the
chance.
wagon and wait for everybody. You're just going to hear, fuck! And I'm going to walk back around and like compose myself. I'm like, I just prayed, and yeah, it's probably suitable that we just stick with being friends.
Pray all the time.
They don't really seem to have much reaction. Okay. Friends.
Like, like, is that what you were looking for? Is
Well, let me interject. Friends can still make babies together. So, that's all I have to say.
That is
Factual.
the custom?
Sometimes. It's not the custom.
I'm gonna be
They
like,
both kind of look at each other and they look puzzled.
I look at
but they're
Otis,
not
and I
speaking.
look at
got
Otis,
you,
and I'm
man.
like, I've never felt closer to you now than I.
I got your back. Wingman.
Thank you.
Then they both just look back at you and smile in unison. We understand.
I have a shot at the tricycle.
I think so. Crispin's still flabbergasted. He's like, and he just like, I gotta go check something real quick. And he walks back around like, and he brings his books out like, is there anything in here against this? Is there anything? Please, Great Lathander, is there anything against this?
I don't know much about the religion, but no, I don't think so.
I don't think so either, but it just gave him a reason to get away and
Well,
get
It
faced.
says right here, I'm not loud.
Not allowed. Yeah. See.
while Crispin's doing this, like I'm not around here either. Is it a common custom to propose such things so abruptly?
Oh, no. It's just that it seemed as though he took great interest.
Ah, I see where the confusion lies. I see.
And we thought he had great interest.
He does.
Is he
He's just shy.
playing hard to get?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's his first time. So, you know, being a man of the cloth, he doesn't get to make friends very often. 'Cause he's,
It would be Zelina's first time, too.
oh, that's perfect. Well, I think he's still praying. But he should be back soon.
just here. Fuck, fuck, fuck.
That's the prayer to Frog Jesus, as they say. He's putting into the world what he wants to do. It's, if Lathander says it's okay, that's why he keeps saying one word over and over.
You are all a strange people.
Ditto.
This is not lining up on the hot to crazy chart.
I walk back around the corner and I'm like, I appreciate the offer. I'm going to have to turn it down at the moment. And I'm like, probably not the best. What the fuck did you all do? And but is that what you all looking for suitors?
No. If it happens, it happens.
So you just go down the trail looking for what you're looking for, and if you make a baby, you make a baby. If you don't, you don't.
You see that they're both kind of trying to discern what it was that you said. It's almost like you just spoke in a different language to them. I think I am to feel offended here.
I apologize, and that's not what I was
think
meaning.
You called me a whore.
No. That's not what I was shooting for.
Zelina looks over at her and goes,
No. It just feels like you.
your apology is accepted.
Thank you. I'm gonna leave now. I feel like if my foot is so far down my mouth, I'm gonna have a hard time walking back to camp.
They never really seem like their emotional status never really changes, though.
You still need horses?
Yes.
Yes. You can't have Clyde. I was just bringing him over. I'll take Clyde back with me.
Do you have any coin with you? We may be able to work out a trade with someone at the caravan. If you have something to trade for.
Money.
Yes.
Hold, please. And they both go into the back of the wagon. You hear them kind of like rummaging around a little bit. And one of them comes back. The other one comes back with them, but one of them comes back carrying like it looks like a small little, it looks like a wooden box, like a little ornate wooden box, almost like a jewelry box size box. And she opens it up, and inside there's various bits of silver and copper. I wouldn't say it's a lot of money, maybe a couple gold worth of just various coins. Is this enough?
Is it enough? I don't really.
Does it look like it?
Are we happy?
I guess it would depend on if someone was willing to sell a horse for that. Rent, maybe. Not maybe purchase, but...
Do you have any other tradable items of value?
No.
Well, we'll have to wait and see.
I'm going to head back to camp with Clyde, and I'm going to go talk to a couple horse vendors.
As we're leaving, I want to say goodbye in what's the language? Sorry. The Druidic. Just to see if they notice, if they respond any differently than in common.
When you speak to them in Druidic, they pause for a second, and then they both repeat back what you said, and their dialects are perfect.
Okay, then I just continue off.
Interesting. Are we coming back here?
Crispin is. With
Man, oh boy, over there just pouring in the thing. Am I upsetting you this session?
You might have to do the deed. I'm just trying to get ready.
Leonard's like,
Roll for performance.
I mean, if I have to.
I don't want Crispin to go to frog hell. That sounds terrible.
That sounds my sword.
I'm going to my camp and talk to the hand of
You
Lathander.
have my land.
All right. So you guys take your leave of
West Virginia.
the twins, and you head back into the caravan to pursue other activities for the rest of the day. Are you doing anything specific while you were in the caravan? Are there other people that you want to talk to? Lavender or Oin or Mustache and Chuckles are in the caravan, but they don't spend much time with the cultist wagons.
I think Otis is gonna try and find Joss.
Okay.
See if he's around anywhere.
He seems to be with the cultist wagons.
Okay.
Make a perception check.
7.
You wouldn't have noticed that detail. Okay.
I don't notice. So does it look like he's just like pieing around over there? Is he like actually or like actively interacting with the cultists?
Well, the only
thing?
cultists you see really are the guards. There's
Okay.
one guard on each wagon, and then they seem to be the only ones really interacting with the wagons at all. No one is like going in the wagons or staying in the wagons, except for the guards at nighttime are sometimes sleeping in the wagons, and That's the only thing. You don't see anyone coming in and out of them.
Okay. And he's just hanging out outside the wagon?
He seems to be hanging out with the guards.
Guards.
He doesn't seem to really be talking to them a lot, but he does seem to be a bit more social with them than anyone else.
Okay. So as we're walking back, I assume we're walking past the cultist wagon, and as I get past, I'm gonna like give him a little like, psst, hey, Joust, come here.
He looks over in your direction, and you see him kind of,
Just like,
and he gets up and he walks towards you.
hey, what's up, man?
Just hanging.
Yeah, rest of him, all right. Hey, did you see that caravan that's broken down with the two twins up there? Did you like see anything about that back and forth, and the guards repairing the tire and all that?
Rumors around camp is that they're weird.
They are weird, and no offense, you're a little weird and you're a little smart. I was wondering if like you got a read on anything that they got going on. Like it's just kind of giving me the EBGBs. You know what I'm saying?
I've already done a few detection spells, and I don't detect that they are anything but human.
So no, like, I don't know. Fedora did this thing where she spoke in a different language, and they like reciprocated perfectly back. But they don't sound like they'd have that kind of accent. You know what I'm saying?
I don't really want to get involved.
I don't either. I wanted to see what was going to happen. It was kind of funny. So, well, I'll tell you later. So, you know that moonshot I got? By the fire tonight, I'm going to tell you the story of how Crispin almost did the deed. It was great. He was praying with Thander and everything. Anyway.
As you're having this conversation, you notice that both of the guards by the wagons are paying particular interest in your conversation. They're not eavesdropping because you're farther away, but they seem to be looking over at you.
Hey, y'all want to join in? As it actually involves you too. Come on.
They make no gesture of wanting to come over towards you.
Get fuck out there, everybody.
Should we go towards them? It looks like they're trying to talk or listen at least.
I think it would probably be best if you just leave them to their business.
All right, just try and be inclusive. Well, anywho, I guess I'm a little bit worried about the safety of the caravan since they're all weird and
Then
shit.
just kill them.
Well, yeah, that is an option, I guess.
It's a pretty good option, right? If you think that someone could potentially be your enemy, would it not be within your right to protect yourself by any means necessary?
What if I'm wrong?
Only one way to find out.
Well, if I kill them, I'll never really know if they're evil, right?
Killing them is the only way to know that you will be 100% safe.
I don't know if I trust
point.
this guy.
If you kill every other person in the world, nobody else can kill you.
Yeah, but you can still die from infection. So, well,
If you even have a 25% doubt, is that worth risking your life over?
It's for the good of the caravan.
that is an opinion right there. That's an opinion. This has been enlightening. Well, I wanted to just pick your brain, get your thoughts. You're way smarter than I am. So,
I say strike first.
yep.
Cobra Kai.
Speaking of, when you come to the fire later on for a drink and a story, would you be able to do that thing we make the fire super hot and I can make more bullets?
He seems really annoyed.
I won't fart in your cup.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
And I'm providing free moonshine. I don't just do that.
I don't really drink.
I don't either. It's just a little sipper, every now and again.
I appreciate your
I feel like
hospitality,
he's noticed that we've been drunk the past couple of
but
nights.
I really just want to make this trek and be in a safe place. The road is dangerous. This is not a vacation to me, and I'm not. No offense. I'm not really trying to make a lot of friends. Acquaintances, sure. I'll watch your back. You watch my back. But I don't want to get involved in
Well, that's,
whatever you have going on with Creepy A and Creepy B over there.
yeah, that is for sure. Well, I mean, that's what I'm trying to do. Be an acquaintance. We all part of the same party here.
Do you want me to take care of them?
No, I did not say that. I can't, I'm not your master, so you're going to do what you're going to do, no matter what I say. But I did not say that, Frog Jesus. I did not say that. I was going to say something, though. I forgot what it was. So, you want to be safe and stuff. What you hanging out with them for?
I have business with them.
Is it like... So, you like a freelance kind of person and they hire you to do stuff? Or you have like...
It's more their business, not my business. I'm not really at liberty to divulge.
Okay. 'Cause, I'm just like thinking they don't look like the safest type of people to be traveling around. You're talking about being safe. Like Mustache and Chuckles
Sometimes
there.
you have to keep bad company.
Yep. Yeah, I've been there. Okay, well, this was enlightening and all. I'll see you tonight. Sundown sharp. We're going to have a good time. I'm going to get you. You're going to drink
Can't wait.
3 sips. I know.
And he kind of just turns around and walks away.
All right,
And you hear him go.
As Otis walks
The
back.
2 guards laugh.
We're gonna be best friends by the end of this. I'll tell you. I'm gonna kill him with kindness.
So got 30
we're gonna be
days
best
to go.
friends. Yeah. 33 more days. We're gonna be best friends.
34.
34 more days. Even better.
All right. So, anything else you guys want to accomplish before we go to evening time?
I'm just gonna probably add more to my crafting time.
You got it.
I think I'm gonna sit up on perch on the wagon a little bit and keep an eye ahead to see if I see Joss start to mosey over towards that wagon.
He never does.
Okay.
He goes over and kind of hangs on the other side, away from the view of everyone, on the other side of the 2 cultist wagons.
Okay.
I'm going to go around, see if anybody has 2 spare horses to sell. But
No one has any spare animals.
but while I'm doing this, like every once in a while, you just see him glance off at the wagons, like,
At some point, I'll be like, Crispin.
"What? I'm looking for horses."
Sure you are. So, I'd suggest don't do it. However,
I
if you're
don't know
sad,
what you're talking about.
then I can get you a bouquet of flowers to bring with you. At least be a little classy.
What are
about
you
it.
talking about? Bouquet of flowers? I was going to take them. I'm looking for horses. Nobody's got no horses for. You don't know me.
Then I bust out laughing.
And then,
The session got weird.
and then he stomps off to the tent. And he just,
I have no one to blame but myself.
I gotta pray.
Save a horse, ride a cleric.
All right. No other strange things happen throughout the day. You guys talk to
That you
Lavender
know of.
for a little bit. You're not able to find anyone that's willing to part with any of their pack
Okay.
animals or animals at all. And I would say that I'd say wild horses probably weren't going to pull your wagon. So even if you could find some, it's not like you're going to be able to tame them immediately.
I wasn't looking for wild horses. I was just seeing if anybody had a couple for sale, but I was trying to kill time to keep away from the wagon.
You notice that the twins come back into the caravan, and they kind of mingle with some of the other merchants and the normal people. They seem to have also taken a really weird, and I wouldn't say weird, but like a keen interest in that family of 4. They seem to talk to the children, and they talk to the parents, and they continue to ask them a lot of questions. About who they are, where they're from, like what their homes are like, and what their goals are in life, and it's kind of weird. Like the amount of questions that they ask. They talk to them pretty much all day.
Would we notice this? Would it be obvious enough that we would notice?
I would say that it's not apparent for the first couple of hours, but it starts to become more apparent as the day kind of winds on, and they're still talking about it. But you can also kind of tell that the family, especially the adults, the mother and the father have probably never really had this much adult conversation, and they seem like it's kind of flattering that someone seems to be interested in who they are and wanting to know things about them.
So I'd probably put my crafting away, or at least I don't know, just hang around the table or something, that would make me a little nervous. Like, keep an eye out. That sort of thing.
Would we know anything about changelings?
Changelings? Changelings are a species.
Right.
Yeah, they're not an uncommon species. Well, more uncommon than others.
Would we know if there's a way, like, to spot one in the wild? Like, is there a glare on the eyes when the sun's going down?
So changelings are not like wild creatures.
Right.
They are, like I said, they usually fit into society, and one of their parents at least is some humanoid.
Okay, but no way to no tell of spotting one.
Nope.
True sight.
Let me check my spell list.
Yeah. Let me.
Oh, I totally had that.
Oh,
prepared today.
once
Yeah, I
Rufus
think True
becomes
Sight
agent.
would tell you.
Yeah.
Hey, Joss.
Don't think he's.
Are we sitting around the fire at this time, or is it evening time?
You guys have watched throughout the day and interacted with some of the other people. You guys have talked to Oin a little bit. You caught up with Mustache and Chuckles. Just general conversation. See how everything is going. Everything seems to be going pretty well so far. The trip, you guys knew that this was going to be the hardest and most dangerous part of the trip because of where you are. You're traveling through the fields of dead. And it's basically like this relatively flat but hilly area. Like there's big hills, but everything else is flat. And monsters are known for spotting people who like to like light fires on top of these hills. Wild monsters, you know, looking for prey. Once you're hoping to over the next few days travel past these, so you've noticed that the caravan leaders have purposefully either parked you beside hills or out of the way where you guys are not on top of the hill, because those fires can be seen for miles. But you guys you have guides who have taken these paths before. Other than watching the twins and interacting with the other people that you know in the thing, Jaws never shows up.
To the fire?
Nope.
What a dick.
If you want more fire, I can give you more fire.
Well, it's not. Well, you know, he said he was gonna come though.
Did you get stood up?
I guess. Well, I wonder if he's okay. Maybe I'll go over see if he's over there. And then, I guess if not, you can try and ablaze it a little bit further. I know. Even if he does come, we'll let you give a crack at it too. Sound good? So I'll go head over that way and see if I can find him or any of the guards that I can ask about where he's at.
Which guards do you want to go talk to?
I guess I'm gonna go back to like the same area that I saw him earlier, and any guards that would be stationed in that same relative area.
Okay.
You know, not you know, I don't have a gun in hand or anything. Just trying to.
So you're not trying to go to the cultists?
No, not necessarily. I probably just like some of the guards because I know he was mingling with them.
Okay. None of the guards seem to know exactly where he went. The last time that anybody saw him, he was over with the cultists near the. They don't call it the cultist wagons. They said that they were over there talking to those other two guards. So he's probably in that area, or he's went off somewhere.
Or he's dead.
Or he's dead.
Probably not.
Or he's dead.
Maybe.
Well, shit. I don't know if it works like this. Probably not, but I'm gonna have Rufus try and sniff and see if he can find him since he's a dragon dog.
A dragon dog?
Well, I treat him like a dog, but he's a dragon. He's got the personality of a dog instead of a cat.
Okay. What's the goal?
He's more of a scrappy do.
Oh, fair.
Well, I want to just see if he can pick up his scent and see if he knows where to find him.
Do you have anything that belongs to him for him to be able to check the scent?
I have a conversation.
I'm going to say no.
Yeah, I have. Oh, can I find his cup anywhere?
No.
Damn.
You have your little guy sniffing around, and he seems really confused because he gets the scent of lots of people, and he goes over and he starts like pointing to just like every person that he sees, like,
Oh, that's not the one. You remember it was the guy you was with me earlier, and he's got the thing, and he smelled like.
He goes over and then
cabbage.
starts pointing out everyone wearing a hood.
Yeah, you're only 2 weeks old. Okay, come on back. Let's go by the fire. Let's go. Try not to get blown up by Fig.
Okay. So, if you guys have nothing else that you need to do for the rest of the evening, you guys can take your rest if you need it. I'm assuming that you guys take your normal watches, and you guys will be going on day 7 the next morning as planned.
Mm-hmm. As we're in the tent, I'm like, what are we going to do? Are we just going to bypass the wagon and leave them, or?
All right.
I can burn.
Yes or no with those two? Because I mean, you're very concerned for not being interested.
No, it's not like that. I'm concerned they're going to get left behind, no place to move. How are they going to do it?
They came all the way here by themselves.
They had 2 horses, they said.
They said. Jinx. Who knows? Maybe one of them transforms into a horse for all we know. I don't know.
Well, why don't you protect them wherever they're going? Do your holy duty.
You be their big, strong man.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you guys are making a lot more to this than there has to be. I'm just...
I
So
heard you
at some
praying
point
earlier. I
during
know
the
what
day,
you were saying.
I went and picked some stems, probably dead or something from the trees. Druid crafted them so they all bloomed into flowers. I'm like, here you go, Crispin. And I continue.
What am I supposed to do with these?
Key to a woman's heart is flowers.
And I'm just going to turn over in my sleeping bag with the flowers. They smell good.
Okay.
I was just asking.
So you guys get your long rest. You guys wake in the morning, and you guys head back out on the road. It takes the caravan about an hour or 2 to get everything up and rolling. And you notice that there's a few more people at the end of the caravan than there were prior. These are people that might have met up with you. You don't remember the last time you really counted, but you're noticing that there's a few more people that might have joined up. They just look like other merchants, and they are sort of towards the back of the caravan. Now that you're kind of like doing like a wagon count.
What about the 2 weirdos?
Huh?
What about the 2 weirdos?
Someone, meaning the family that they have been spending a lot of time with, has hitched their wagon to their wagon and has agreed to let them come with them.
Because I was going to mention the 2 guys that stole your cap, that we just
Make them happy.
unhitch their wagon, take their horses, and hitch it to their wagon. That was just my next.
That
They
is
have more
not
time
here.
to decide. They're coming with us.
We got...
I have done some pre-rolls for the next few days. Day 7 is a pretty quiet day.
I'm sticking with Clyde and nobody else. I don't want to talk to anybody else in the party.
Are you able to speak to Celestials or Fiends?
No, but I can talk and they can listen.
So as you're kind of sharing all this information with Clyde can't speak to you directly, but he gives you a lot of mannerisms that he agrees with you.
What, on the helping part or like just...
On them being weird.
Yeah, they are weird.
And as you say something about the making babies thing, you swear to God he laughs. It's
I feel like I'm like, what do you think? I'm going to make ugly babies? Look at this face. We,
Face for radio.
oh my goodness.
As you're kind of like walking along, he kind of like nudges you towards their wagon.
I got a good name for a baby. If it's a boy, I'm going to name him Popeye. With the chicken business, called Popeye Chicken. He could have his own little chain. Oh, man.
Sister Church.
And I'm on my own called Church's Chicken. Just sell it right there, right at the step.
We're getting sued. We are getting sued, guys.
If we didn't get sued for KFC, I don't think Church's Chicken.
I mean, we are willing to take a sponsor.
Yeah.
I do like KFC Famous Bowls.
Or if we have twins, we can name it Popeye and Bojangles. I like them. One's a little spicier than the other.
It's Selena, isn't it? Anyway, so
Anyway.
you guys, day 7 is pretty uneventful. Lemmy, you kind of like keep to yourself. You kind of stick with the party. You don't really. I don't know if you've mentioned anything about the one lady jumping in and attacking the ogre. I feel like you didn't mention anything about that.
No, we're not going to talk about that.
We're not gonna talk about that.
In case anybody gets too drunk, I don't want them spilling the beans.
Got
I
it.
still don't know.
You would be the one to do it, though.
Let me at least fuck up, not you guys. I mean, somebody's trying to have sexual relations with him.
I never said that.
Day 8
You were hoping for it.
is also pretty uneventful. A couple of the people at the like sort of the middle part of the caravan leave. A few of the wagons leave, and they stop off in like some farm area. This is probably where their stop was. And day 9 is also pretty uneventful. I got to pull up my map here because I need to see about where you guys are now.
What do we average per day? About 15 to 20 miles?
You actually, I do have the exact number for you. Let's see.
Shut up.
You guys can cover about 15 miles per day, assuming that the weather's not terrible.
I figured because if you're by yourself on horse, it's like 20, 25.
It says the animals need. I was actually right. The animals need 1 day off after every 6 days of traveling. So, and it's gonna take you guys a little over like 2 months to get there. Everything's pretty uneventful until about day 10. Okay. Day 10, you guys are out of the fields of dead, and you are heading towards an area on. I don't know if you guys can see it on your map. You guys have the map of the zone?
I've got it right here.
Okay. On your map, look north. Not too far north. Come on, load up my map here. Of course I didn't.
I'm looking for it. Shut up.
Okay, I'm trying to find my map.
No, we're not.
Just a little bit.
We're down a little bit.
Okay. There's an area on the
We're
map
like-
called Dragonspear.
Yeah, right here.
Now, you guys are not at Dragonspear, but you guys are within a couple days' travel of Dragonspear. Somebody within the caravan says that you guys should be a little bit cautious when traveling through that area because there could be bandits, there could be things hiding there, potentially to try and ambush you guys. So you guys should reach and be crossing past where Dragonspear is on day 12. Your guys' food supply is starting to run a little bit low again on day 10. Are you guys going to go and try and forage for food?
I think so. Like when we stop on day 10.
Does it seem like a forested area, or what kind of terrain?
You guys are just... Of course, that map there is terrible because I can't really see it. Let me get it on my app.
I sent one in Discord.
Do you got one?
Oh,
Yeah.
Look at that guy right there
contribute.
doing Frog Jesus's work over there.
That's right. Hey, how can I pin this so we can just find it real quick all the time?
I'm saving it.
We'll just force you to post it every time.
I mean, I could do that.
Okay, like it's not letting me zoom in on it for some
Like
reason.
pin
There we
this.
go.
Pin. Bam.
All right, so you guys are in an area called. Man, where's you guys at? This map is like really detailed.
We're 2 days south of Dragonspear Castle.
I'm trying to find Dragonspear.
I'll show you.
Am I in the right area?
No. Scroll
I need to be over here?
West.
This way?
Scroll the other way. Yeah.
This way?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
And up. There.
So there's Boulder's Gate.
Mhm.
And you guys are okay, right there. Okay, I was way over here. Your map's way bigger than mine.
You were lost.
Okay, So,
We've been traveling east.
you guys are close to an area known as the High Moors, which is a sort of swampy, sort of boggy, mountainous area, and which is on the east side of the road. And you're also near the Trollbark Forest.
Okay. Well, either at least the forest would be good for could potentially be good for food. So. I don't know
Okay.
about
So,
that.
are you trying to head into the Trollbark Forest for foraging?
I think we should go to Highmore. Personally, I'm from around this area, and I do real good in bayous and swamps.
This is your homeland?
We were talking about changing it to over this way.
I'll be very
So-
honest. I don't remember where you said you were from. So
Yeah. So I was saying the marsh of the Kelimber,
where's that?
just to the east of the Highmore, past east of Serpent Hills.
It's east of that. Okay, so you're not. Well, I mean, you are still far from where you're at, but
But like same general.
okay.
General.
So you're not trying to like stop off where you live. Is that what you're trying to say?
No. But like I'd be, I guess, familiar with.
I would
the
say that you'd be
marshes
familiar
around
with the
here.
area. Sure.
Yeah, I feel like if we go to the marshes, I can get so much food for caravan, like super quick.
If that's what you want to do, I don't know marshes very as well, but
Well, I'll say I know it better than the Tobark Forest.
yeah, the name scares me a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And the Highmore just sounds like a fun, inviting place, right?
I'm good with that.
Good times can
Let's do it.
happen. All right, so for the hunting party, we gotta have little. That's for you. There you go. This is how we hunt in the bayou. You can't do it without it. Crispin?
I'm going with you.
Yeah, here you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a shot. You know, I was talking to one of the other tinkers.
What'd you call me?
No, oh my God, one of the other merchants, and you know what he sold? He's kind of from your area. It's called a gig. Have you ever heard of one of them?
A gig.
Yeah. And I pull it out. It's like a little trident, but it's a smaller one. He goes, he uses it to catch. You know what? I'm gonna return it.
Wow, this guy. You know, you think you're friends with someone.
Fish. Yeah, it's for spear fishing.
What you need that for
Thanks,
spearfishing for? You just shoot him.
Why would you shoot him? Why wouldn't you just stab him so you don't blow him to pieces?
Could burn
I've
him.
seen what
Fish
you've done to
paste?
people.
When I shoot him, some people say shoot him. When you shoot him, they go dead right away. You spear them, they're gonna suffer.
If I burn them, I kill them and cook them at the same time.
How are you supposed to burn them if they're swimming in the water?
Make the water hot.
I said, oh wow, that's good. So you just
I just figured like
you
you'd
cooked
say
them.
that.
You cook them right.
Magic.
No, I like his method. It's already cooked when we get it.
How do you make
It's
holes
like a
in
ready to
it?
go meal.
You boil the hell out of it.
Anywho, let's go hunting in the bayou.
Get some frog legs.
Okay. When you are the other foragers are taking their chances around the forest. They're paying particular mind to not go into the forest. And you notice that a lot of them are like, I'm not going in those woods.
Yeah, why are you going that way? Come with us.
They seem to be pretty. We tracked some deer this way. We're going to see if we can find some.
I bet you did. I bet you also tracked some trolls that way, didn't you?
You know,
Yes,
sometimes
you
things
did.
are just named things.
Well, things are named things for a reason. This
Okay,
is called a marsh.
and
'cause
how
it's a
many
marsh.
how many Red Dragon taverns have you been in? It doesn't mean that a Red Dragon built it.
It could be.
You were never there.
Yeah. how
Were you
many
there when it
been
was
to?
originally built?
They're not one there now.
All I'm saying is the Serpent Hills, they got snakes. The marshes, they got marshes. The Troll Forest, if it looks like a shoe,
troll bark.
yeah, they got skin
kinda
and
tree.
bark. No, it's not.
It is. It's country.
It's how thick their skin is.
It's how thick the bark is.
The bark is as thick as a troll.
It's more. It's very relatable to a troll's hide.
Sure. Why don't you go there? We're gonna go here. We're gonna compare who doesn't die at the end of the day. How about that?
Oh, great.
Good.
God, I don't like that guy.
God, this guy's an asshole. You're trying to save someone's life.
So they don't go into the forest. They kind of go along the edge of the woods. The deer tracks. You pick up the tracks of the herd, and the herd continues on in the direction of Dragonspear.
Cool.
That's just for your notes.
Okay.
You can do with it what you want.
So we're gonna get some frog legs, some crawfish.
You dig. You kind of show them what they're looking for in the swampy areas, and you guys are able to find quite a bit of like turtles. I would say some forms of like mussels hanging out there. A lot of mushrooms. I don't think he's gonna eat frogs.
We are doing some gator hunting too.
No gators, but there are snakes.
Oh, we kill the shit out of them.
And there are like the weird fish, the occasional fish that have sort of adapted to life out there. They're almost more amphibious than fish. They're not frogs. They're fish. They have tails and fins and.
But they're on the land.
No, they're in the water.
Mud
okay.
skippers.
Mud skippers.
Mud skip.
So you're able to find a various amount of things since you know when you know what you're looking for out there, and you catch some bats.
Bats.
Just regular bats.
Giant.
So you can take their shit. It's called guana, and you can make guana bowls or guana plates. You collect the whole set. Just by killing all these bats.
They have Garfield on them.
So you'll eat fucking bat shit,
I'm not gonna eat it. I'm gonna make pottery.
but
out
you
of it.
eat off of it. But you won't eat no frog legs, which I've never had it myself. I'm just asking.
Would you eat human legs?
Don't put me in that situation. Yeah, I probably would.
I'm not even human, and I wouldn't eat human legs.
I probably wouldn't.
Well, you know. But you wouldn't eat fox legs. Okay. So we can all agree not to eat my relatives. Thank you. I'd like for this to be the last conversation we have about it.
No, because I know it irritates you, just like you bring shit that irritates shit out of me.
Okay, Buxom. The twins.
I know what you're
You
talking
have
about.
a PTSD flashback?
Oh, they ain't PTSD. I gotta pray more when we get back to camp.
Why is he always in the bathroom? He says he's praying.
3 to 7 minutes.
It's a five-fingered Lathander prayer.
I'm in there praying. Doing my hair. I'm praying.
That's the only that's the blow dryer.
Okay, so you guys come back, and some of the other caravan kind of looking at your forage stuff, like. But there's a few of what I would call more people who are used to living in like farms and really roughing it that are like, oh yeah, I haven't had any snake in a while.
I know, right? We gonna make crawfish broil. We'll throw some snakes in there.
Oh, I'm very excited.
Hell yeah!
Some of them found some wild potatoes.
Really?
Yeah.
That's gonna go great in
They
here.
found them on the outskirts of the forest.
I bet they did. Those are probably poison, actually.
Probably troll potatoes.
Their
See,
toes are just troll toes.
It's troll poop. That's
It's troll
what it is over
doo-doo.
there.
Oh,
It's a boom boom for the
well,
trolls.
we don't want to eat that.
No. I'll make you up something real nice.
So you guys gather enough food for another like few days of travel. Most of the food you guys brought with you is for the animals, honestly, because it's more important that because they can't go get their own food. Some of them can, if it was like different conditions, they could probably go out and eat grass, or they might be able to find like a hay field or something. But it's winter time or almost winter time.
I like to think Clyde goes out and hunts for the horses and like brings back just an animal.
Clyde every now and then comes back with just blood around his mouth. You're not sure exactly what he's doing.
Okay.
You suspect it might be rabbits.
I'm cool with that.
See a frog leg hanging out of his mouth.
I will turn into a paladin in no time.
I will smite thee.
The human leg.
All right, so you guys gather up your forages, and some of the people begin to talk about why they don't go into Trollbark Forest, and it's because the terrain is very rough. It is there's a lot of like thorny vines and brush. A lot of the trees they have that real thick. It's nothing really vegetative grows in that forest.
I feel like Otis is stirring in the pot, like his own interpretation on why people don't go in a troll bark forest. Like there's armies of trolls in there.
But there are the occasional squirrels and rabbits that will burrow in there because it's pretty safe from predators. It's not like wolves or foxes or coyotes are gonna wander into that thick brush very easily. Their biggest enemies would probably be snakes. Snakes from the marsh will wander off into there because they can fit into tighter spots than that. So day 10 is just foraging and more travels. You guys end up on day 12 because day 10 and 11 is just forage and other things. You notice that the family with the twins, they seem to be all getting along really, really well. It's almost like they found long lost relatives or something. You notice that some of their mannerisms begin to improve. Some of their social skills, they seem to be interacting in more appropriate ways. And they seem a little less weird, or maybe you guys are just getting used to how weird they are. They still do the occasional, when someone asks them a question, look at each other and then respond. But it seems like it's getting better. And you're thinking, well, maybe it's just a cultural difference. Day 12, as you guys head out, you can see up on one of the large sort of mountainous regions the remains of Castle Dragonspear. It's off in the distance. It's not like it's right on the main road. There is a sort of a path, like an off-road that will take you to the old castle, which is in complete and total ruin. As you guys are passing by in the area, there is a lot of the people in the caravan, some of the old timers who've made this travels a lot, talk about a war that happened here a long time ago. It was some sort of a war between fiends and dragons and some form of ghosts. And the castle originally was built by some dwarf by the name of, I forget what his first name is, but his name was Dragonspear. And his castle got destroyed. They don't know, a lot of the details have been lost to history, but a lot of people now feel that the area is haunted by the ghosts that participated in this battle, and by all the people or the fiends that participated in the battle, or the dragons. And I guess the idea of a dragon ghost is pretty scary. But other people who know a little bit better and aren't as superstitious know that this is just a haven for bandits, and some people have been known to make hideouts in and amongst the rubble. You've been sort of like inadvertently tracking this herd of deer. More specifically, because as you feel like you guys are gaining ground on them, and the elk, something about this elk sort of fascinates you a little bit. It doesn't seem to move in a way that is... This thing's either really, really big, or there's something special about it. It doesn't seem to have the patterns and behaviors of the tracks from what you can see. It seems to be very determined in its path. It never veers, it never strays.
Am I able to see it at all, or am I just finding tracks?
The tracks right now are all you can see. However, on the morning of the 12th day, you're kind of like looking around, kind of doing your Otis thing. You pull out one of your scopes and you're looking, and you see something gold and shiny that catches your eye near some of the ruins of the castle. It's not the actual castle, but it's like it looks like some sort of maybe like a mini fort, or maybe an old mansion or something. It's all made from stone, and there's just a hint of gold you catch in one of your scopes.
Like, is it a gold reflection from, like, if someone was to... like the light reflecting off a piece of glass almost?
No, this is like the light reflecting off of something made of gold,
Okay.
but
In
big.
the castle.
but big. You only catch a hint of it. As you guys are preparing for your day's journey, you hear shouts coming from some of the other foragers, some of the people that you guys have gone out hunting with. I see it! There it is! It's the great elk spirit! And as you kind of look out, you see on top of one of the little hills, you see this very large elk with like a golden fleece. Yeah, its fur is gold. It's long, like hair and fleece-like mane coming off of his gold. Its antlers are adorned like shiny bits of metallic gold. You can't see all of it, but it's big. It's a very large elk, and it seems to be kind of like looking out, and then it kind of hops down one of the hills, like away from everyone.
Hey, Fedora.
Yeah.
Did you see that deer? Elk?
Yeah, that wasn't something you see every day.
You never seen nothing like that before?
Certainly never where I'm from.
I was thinking I was getting into the shine a little bit deep, and I was like, am I really...
No, that was weird. Not quite twins weird, but weird.
Do you feel like it wants us to follow him? I feel like I've been tracking him for the past 4 or 5 days. Him leading that group.
I mean, maybe he might also just have his own designs. We're not close enough to have a chat.
As you're kind of having this conversation, you hear a lot of the normal hunters and several other men and women who have never gone hunting with you guys, all taking up their bows like, oh yeah, we gotta go catch this. That fleece would be worth a fortune.
How does Otis feel about it? He doesn't like it.
No, I don't like it either.
What time of day is it?
You first saw the hint of gold, I would say, in the morning. This is probably like very early afternoon.
Okay.
You guys were actually like starting to travel
Okay, so
when someone spotted it.
So is the whole caravan stopped?
It stops
now?
like
Okay.
as soon as someone saw it.
All right, Fedora. I don't know how you feel about it, but I like that elk. He seems like a Jeff with a G, you know?
Well, I'm fine with hunting for food, but if you're just hunting for coin, that does not settle correctly with me. That doesn't set right with me.
Yeah, I agree. So this is what I propose. We go with the hunting party, and then they say, oh, there it is, I'm going to shoot. And then I shoot my gun kind of past him to scare the elk away, and like, oh, whoopsie. And we just kind of sabotage the whole hunting party.
Hey, I'm game with that.
All right, let's do it. You
Okay.
think we should bring Crispin, or is he going to be like, oh, the Lord Lathander?
I can see it going either way. You know.
Do we risk it? I mean, he's got a lot on his plate with the 2 buxoms.
I don't know.
Sisters.
If you want to scare the hunters, I can do that.
Oh, how'd you do that?
I have a trick up my sleeve.
Does it start with A and end with Urson?
No. It's magic.
Okay.
I gave him a new toy. Magic.
All right, you can come too.
Okay. Great flame is still arson.
And Lemmy, are you coming with the party or staying in the caravan?
It's fire. What is he talking about?
I don't trust being alone with the
You're still scared.
ugly
Got it.
stepsisters. Yeah,
They're not ugly.
They're pretty.
They're pretty.
they're fucking ugly in my heart.
Wow.
You know, if we're all going, I don't really trust leaving Crispin
How many
in the
people
camp
are
with
we
them.
leaving behind?
That's true.
Um,
Once we're not watching over.
It's only a small hunting party. There's maybe 15, 20 people that are going.
I'd like to put an own personal wager in my mind. When we get back, they ain't gonna be here.
Okay.
They're gonna be fucking dead.
All of them?
All of them.
Wow.
The entire caravan?
That's a lot.
That was a
A
lot.
lot of people.
Like the whole caravan that we're leaving behind right now, gone.
There's several dozen people in the caravan. They're all just gonna be dead, huh?
Unless the one wizard's going with us.
He is not going with you.
He's gonna die too.
That wizard, he's dead.
That's the first one they killed.
Yep.
They
No
leave-
wizards,
they
2
leave
HP.
one
We're gonna be
alive.
coming back. We're gonna be wearing his face.
They leave one alive to tell the story.
All right. Are you guys bringing Crispin with you?
Fuck no. Let him have his threesome.
Jesus Christ.
It was only Zelina that seemed interested.
That's how it all turns out.
Crispin, we're gonna go sabotage the hunting party. You in or you out?
Why are you sabotaging the hunting party?
So they're gonna go kill that gold elk to sell it.
Gold elk.
I mean, they're gonna eat it too.
Like how?
He's made of gold.
How they know it's not a god or something?
Exactly. So we're gonna go sabotage it so they can't kill it.
I'm with you.
Is this okay about the Leander? Leander?
Hell, it might be Lathander and form on.
You allowed to leave your girlfriend
So
for
is-
that long?
They're not my girlfriends.
Do you have to pray about this? Oh, there it is. There's the prayer. All right, here we go.
Was that the hunting horn?
That was my elk call.
I've already gone to a cult meeting. And Rohan will answer.
Quick, Boromir's in need of aid.
Oh shit!
I was really thinking that was just gonna slide right out.
It did. I believe it was an F.
With a lot of bass behind.
Might
it.
have been a G.
It's all about that bass.
It could
About
have been
that.
a G. I feel like it was a G.
Maybe an F sharp. I don't know.
Where's the shit stain in that chair now? Fucking racetrack.
All right. So, as the hunting party gathers up, they head off towards, and you see that there's. It's almost like they didn't even notice, but there's several of the deer that were with that herd. There's probably at least a dozen of these deer still wandering about. And as the hunting party goes off, all these deer just start going off in different directions. And the large stag, this large elk, heads off across the road into the Troll Park forest.
Well, I guess we can't go get them. There's trolls in there. That sucks.
So the hunting party, they just start taking off.
Well, I thought y'all were all against going into Troll Bark.
They don't seem to hear your cries.
How
Watch
far
out for
away is
them.
this
I'm
this
gonna-
elk?
It's probably about 400 or 500 yards from the group
Okay.
when it went in.
I was gonna put Shield of Faith on.
I'm gonna shoot my gun like clearly above them, but like as a get their attention kind of deal.
All right, as you fire, it immediately gets everyone's attention.
Hey, what y'all doing?
Money.
You can't go in there.
There's no sign.
Okay.
Fig, as they're having this conversation, Fig's going to go around, kind of like in front of them.
Put the sun. No hunting.
I mean, do you own the woods?
He's gonna use the ambush prey to turn invisible. He's gonna cast Fear Spell. It's a 30-foot cone and target all of the hunters coming from the forest, but they can't see that it's coming from him because he's invisible.
Well, you can't go in there because there's trolls in there. Number one, you can't spend no money if you're dead, dumbass.
What's the save on that?
It is a Wisdom saving throw, DC 14.
I'm just gonna make a group for the mob.
Fair enough.
I got a 4. So suddenly they all stop, and they're kind of looking at. Well, you might be right. There could be something. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard
Actually,
it.
wait. I think the way this, in fact, it's like I feel like they hear this. I don't know, like a roar or something. Probably like imagining a troll. Kind of like what he's been selling. That there's like trolls in here.
Yeah, they definitely hear some sort of a noise,
The
and it doesn't sound like a natural animal.
yeah, the way the spell works is, they drop whatever they're holding. They have the frightened condition, and they take the dash action and run away.
Yeah, they do. They run. They drop all the. They take all their gear and they run.
Yeah.
Hey, where you going? I thought we were going hunting.
We're gonna go get those deer over there.
Oh, okay, sure. Don't listen to good old Otis saving your life. You're welcome.
You just hear one. Fuck you, buddy.
All right, let me at him. I got him.
He yells back, "I'm not your buddy, guy."
I'm not. Not your guy, friend.
Hey, Lammy, you ever had duck meat?
Maybe it's a little gamey.
Otis,
Tastes like chicken.
Otis and
Does
Fig,
it?
since you guys are the closest ones to the woods, you both see something sort of gold moving now a little bit more at a slower pace in the woods.
Oh, I'm just not having a little like. You ever think that might be that gold dragon we ran into early on in this caravan?
Could be. I don't know.
Is
But
that-
I'm just gonna wave at it.
It kind of looks at you and it gives its head, making like a notion, like
That way?
he wants you to come with him.
There's trolls in there, though. You probably shouldn't be in there either. Well, do you follow a golden elk or not?
Well, it might be what, and I just start walking towards it. I'm just.
You find a pretty clear path through all like the thorns and the thick brush, and the elk begins to kind of like slowly walk, and you can see he's walking through. At first, you thought it was a bunch of just moss-covered trees, but as you're looking at it, it actually looks like several moss-covered pillars, and it looks like there's some sort of a building that was here at one point, and it's now kind of covered over with moss.
What do you think this is? Strange. Is it like stone? They like stone or wood?
The structure itself is made from stone and rotted pieces of wood, where like the door and stuff was. For a brief second, you see the elk kind of go around one of the pillars, and then it doesn't come back out the other side. You're not sure where it went. It went into the ruins. As you're kind of looking around, you see that this, at one point, was not a large castle, but this was probably the ruins of a small castle.
Hey, Otis, I bet this is where all the trolls were at.
Could be. Head on a swivel.
Want to go in?
Oh, not really. I don't think we should be in here.
I don't know. I got a good feeling about it.
Vic, you can do whatever you want, man.
I get the Stewie look.
Well, I feel so much better, though.
Crispin, you're the one that first headed into the woods. What do you want to do?
I follow where the. I think this is the golden dragon that we talked to earlier. It's in my mind. It's
Lenny,
set.
what do you want to do?
He wants some duck meat.
It could be money.
Now I will kind of stand watch, kind of sitting in the back a little bit.
Okay.
I'm on the fence. I would say that.
Okay.
Like I'm okay with it, but I'm not.
So you're just kind of keeping an eye out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big's all in.
What about you?
I'm curious, and I'm kind of wondering if this is I worship Sylvanas, and I'm wondering if maybe Lord of the Woods, or perhaps it's just some interesting spirit or creature, and I'm curious. I want to go have a chat.
Frog Jesus, give me the strength. Don't let a troll get me.
Sometimes you just gotta
So who is heading into these ruins? All right, and you were staying back to kind of watch.
No, I'm going with them.
So they're leaving you by yourself.
I'm gonna holler out from the front. I'm gonna be like, Otis, there might be some bucks and bullywogs in here.
Sometimes
Y'all
you
want to
just
make
gotta
fun
take
of
it
me?
Okay. As you walk past a few of the stone,
You're gonna give Jess pink eye.
a few of the stone pillars, these moss-covered pillars. At one point, you're kind of thinking that this probably was a pretty nice place. Anyone that's in the ruins, make a history check.
Can I give myself?
And if any of you speak Elvish, you get advantage.
No.
So. That would
Can I
make
give
no
myself?
sense.
Halfling close enough. Goblin.
I don't think you can give yourself bardic.
I don't think so.
You can give yourself guidance.
I think there's one subclass they might be able to. But I don't know
That
what
give me a
what it
10.
is.
All right, here.
That one.
I'm gonna give you bardic.
Who, me?
Yep. Because I gave you Bardic first. So.
Yep. Plus I rolled a 2,
Guys,
so it's
I
not
think
gonna
this
help.
place is made
Yeah.
of stone.
What'd I say?
You had a 10.
You said 10.
Okay, got 14 now.
Nice. All right, let's see what I get. I don't know shit.
Yeah,
No
no
one's not
one's
gonna know
Elvish.
anything.
That's hilarious.
That's like the first language most people pick. That or like
Giant.
Yeah,
Yeah, I speak
Or
German.
draconic.
I do speak giant.
I put Dwarvish on almost every character I make.
Dwarvish too. It's
I
also
think it's
common
cool.
one.
I love dwarves.
Dwarves are awesome.
All right, so did anyone get above a 13? You did. Okay.
Thanks to Bardic.
This architecture is elvish, and it's old. You've never actually seen a building with this style of architecture that is still standing or not in ruins. Most of these have faded away over time through just where the elves have either moved away or the people have been sent off to wars or died. But it's very, very old. You're not sure exactly how old, but it's old. As you're kind of looking around and admiring the craftsmanship, like I said, at one point this place was probably beautiful. You see no signs of this elk, but you see kind of sitting on this dilapidated throne in what would have probably been like the main greeting chamber. It's kind of covered by this array of vines that have just taken over the remains of this castle over time, and it kind of has like this sort of like very dark shaded canopy. You see someone sitting on this dilapidated throne.
What do they look like?
Do you have dark vision?
The 60 feet.
Okay. Ever so often, there's a bit of light that sort of drapes through the top of the canopy of this woods, and it peers down past the vines, and you get the occasional ray. The clouds are kind of moving past the sun, and just giving you the occasional ray. You see a young male. You believe a wood elf. You're not sure exactly how old, but adult. Probably in his early 20s, maybe 30s. And he's wearing a very decorative antlered headpiece. You think. Then you notice that the antlers are actually his.
Interesting.
The antlers are laid with bits of gold and like laced with like platinum kind of going through them. He himself is wearing a golden fleece and what looks to be like clothes of royalty.
Are you the gold elk we saw?
Maybe. Have you come to harm?
No. We
He's speaking in Elvish. Do any of you speak Elvish?
no. I don't think any of us do actually.
No.
So
He tries to spit out his words and it's very like broken common.
got it. Got it. The others did, but we scared them away. They're not coming here.
That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. You're the first people I've seen in a long time. Most people don't come in here. They say trolls live here.
It's true. I seen him.
I'm like, when the hell did you see him?
The other day.
So why didn't you let us all know?
I told you that there was trolls in here.
No, you said you thought there'd be trolls in here.
I said there was trolls in here.
Yeah, no, yeah, you did say that, but you never saw you seen one.
Well, it wasn't like yesterday. It was like 2 years ago. They move real slow.
I hate to interrupt, but are any of you by chance a wizard?
Define wizard.
Some of us know magic.
Pointy hat, long beard,
A former life.
sparkles fly out of their fingers.
Not quite.
I got the beard.
Do you know a powerful wizard?
We know the one guy.
We know a wizard,
There's no way he's gonna help anyone.
but I don't know if he's
Play it cool.
The nicest.
As you guys are
wizard.
kind of like, well, I don't really know any wizards. You kind of see his face kind of,
What you need a wizard for?
I need someone to remove the curse from me.
What kind of curse?
The curse that forces me to stay within these ruins. If I leave, I turn into that beast, the golden beast.
Oh.
That don't sound so bad.
It would be nice to be able to go into a village and maybe interact with other people.
He probably hasn't had a drink in God knows how long.
Yeah, well, you want... you know,
Look, give me like 3 more levels.
are you thirsty? I'll get you a drink.
Oh no, I've been drinking from the stream all morning.
It's a little bit different in stream water.
Are you going someplace where there is a wizard?
Yeah. I mean, there's probably plenty of wizards where we're going.
Maybe.
I hate to be a bother, but maybe I could come with you.
Let me ask you something. Is this curse considered blind, deaf, and paralyzed, or poison?
No.
Now,
I can't help you.
So, at what level? Because I have it as a known spell.
Remove curse?
Yes.
Or greater
I
restoration.
just have to
is what I was
repair
thinking.
it. I just have to prepare it.
I can also learn Dispel Magic, but I'd have to take a long rest first.
You're not sure.
You know,
You're not sure exactly what type of curse this is.
I
worst you
have
could do is
Detect
try.
Magic.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and cast that.
What does the detect magic spell tell you?
For the duration, you sense the presence of magical
Which I need
effects
a long
within
rest to
30
do that,
feet
right?
of yourself. If you sense such effects, you can take
Yeah,
the magic
wizards
action
can
to see a
change
faint aura
compared to
around
now,
any
like a
visible
short rest.
creature or object in the area that bears the
like a
magic,
spell.
and if an effect was created by the spell, you learn the spell's School of Magic.
The School of Magic is transmutation,
Okay.
and the aura that is like beaming off of this person makes it look as though they are encased in a field of black. It's very powerful.
Okay. I don't know if we're going to be able to remove this. This is some powerful stuff.
Well, we could try.
well,
But if that doesn't work,
I don't think you come with us is such a good idea. 'Cause there's 15 people hell bent on killing your ass.
I get that a lot.
unless
Now-
there's some way of you stay hidden.
Well, this isn't a great option, but we could have you be like a Wookiee prisoner exchange kind of deal. If you know, in the bayou we have this thing where
There's this play. it has
this
3
play.
different acts.
see they played it in Ravnica a little bit ago, but we can act like you're our animal that we tamed. You can help pull a carriage. I know it's a little demeaning, but that would keep you safe, probably, from people shooting at you.
You want to put me in a cage?
No. You'd have a harness. It's like a rope that
Oh,
you just
I would be
pull.
fine with that as long as no one tries to hurt me.
Yeah. Well, there are some shady folk.
Well, you guys look capable. You could probably protect me.
It's a little bit more complicated. Maybe we could disguise him somehow, paint up the antlers, make him look a little less shiny.
I mean, we could get mud.
I've seen some of the horses wearing sort of blankets and things.
Yeah, but he's got 10-foot big antlers.
He's
Yeah.
almost as tall as Clyde.
Yeah, we can't just hide antlers like that.
No, that's the paint. I don't know how effective that would be. All that said.
I could be your pet.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that would help influence people to not mess with your property.
We've already had problems with thieves, and a golden fleece would be a lot more.
If we put
valuable
him
than a
right
hat.
next to Cloud, I don't think we have anything to worry about.
If the worst that happens, if it looks like people are going to turn on us, I can make him turn invisible.
Okay.
So he can at least escape.
Yeah.
Well, I think on the way back, I think if we put on like a huge show and like threaten anyone if they touch our booty, that we gonna kill their ass.
I just kind of picture Lemmy hiding behind the tree doing the meme like,
Yeah.
because you're being awful quiet down there, Lemmy.
There's not really much to do. I don't know.
What is your input? Do you want to try to help protect this elf?
Because if he leaves, he becomes the beast. So he can't really travel with us.
Well, he can.
He
just
can.
Not as a.
Just a
humanoid.
beast of burden.
Tell me, who cursed you? Why did they curse you?
Well, a long time ago, I was in love with a girl. As, you know, people do sometimes. They fall in love.
Yeah, Crispin. He's not even here.
Was it a buxom young woman?
Magic. And her father did not really approve of our love. And when I went to ask for her hand in marriage, he said hell no and placed a curse upon me.
Ah. Well, been there, done that, already cursed, so I'm willing to help.
I mean, I lost my castle. I lost my girl. I lost my name. I don't even remember what my name is.
You know, we were just talking about that. You look like a Jeff.
So
With a G?
Yeah.
I don't think I like that name.
No? What about Kyle? Thomas. I think you look just like a Thomas.
Wow. I know how that ended up for Thomas.
So, Lemmy will be. I don't like it.
Lemmy doesn't like anything.
Yeah, I rolled for it, but no, I just don't think I like it because I think it's just going to draw attention. I feel like that's all we've been doing. We've picked up a thief, picked up 2 fucking twin crazy stepsisters. Last thing we need is a fucking golden ass deer.
I mean, we got all attention. What's a little bit more? They already know who he is.
We don't need it.
We do not need it either.
What is he going to provide for us? What does he give us?
I don't know. He's gold. Maybe he's rich.
I don't have any money.
Not currently. He doesn't turn into an elk. His gold
Where's he
fleece
trying to
falls
go?
off.
He's just trying to get
I
us
just
the
want to
nearest-
get to a wizard who can maybe break this curse.
The nearest city that's going to have a wizard is Waterdeep. We're like 30 days away from Waterdeep.
All right. Let me talk. Let me talk to a guy. I know someone who does some things, and he owes me a favor because I'm his best friend. And I could see if we could head back this way and maybe help him out here and now. Because he owes me, you know. Well, he skimped out on our bro date the other night.
Brunch.
Yes, bro. 2 bros hitting up brunch.
Yeah, I just don't like it. I think it draws too much attention. Like, I already want to kill the stepsisters.
Why?
They ain't done nothing to you.
They ain't done anything.
Yet, until you fucking get smuggled in your sleep. We're going to come
They've
back.
been with you guys now for like 6 days.
If they were gonna do something, they'd
Still
have
And
done.
don't
nobody,
trust them,
and nobody
but-
wasn't watching them. Now, nobody's there. We're going to come back, whole fucking camp's gone.
Oh my
See,
goodness.
now we don't have to worry about drawing attention because then it'll be.
Who's gonna come back? They're just gonna be sitting there, blood around their mouths.
Yeah, we're going to be
They
fucking,
ran away.
we're gonna be fucking riding homeboy over here. Has a ride all the way home.
Couldn't find my keys.
Oh, there they are.
I don't like it. I will do whatever because I need you guys. I
Well-
don't like it.
Can you speak as an elk, or are you?
Oh no.
Damn.
Are you able to?
If that was the case, I would have just wandered into a city by myself. Well, I would have maybe tried, but everyone always wants to shoot me. It's so weird.
The reason I was asking is because we could say he was a druid. They got
You
stuck
could still
that
say
way,
he's a druid.
or something. At least, hopefully, the people would be slightly less inclined to kill something they assume is sentient.
Well, I mean, Druids can't
Heroic
talk in
inspiration.
animal shape anyways.
I think I already have
You
it.
guys need to
Give it
start
to somebody
burning
else.
that shit.
Yeah, who doesn't
let
have?
us roll.
I
Yeah.
don't
You guys have been rolling all night.
I rolled twice.
I'm not gonna roll.
You're like, I'm not rolling it for a check, only for combat.
Not for an
Who doesn't
inside
have
check.
heroic
Or,
I've rolled
inspiration?
once.
I haven't.
Okay.
That's
What?
because
Said
you
first.
have not said much.
I'm scared.
I can tell.
I don't want to die. Not again.
Again.
I'm running out
So
of
his
minis.
solution is just to be afraid of everything and just let you guys go first.
Honestly, I shouldn't even be here.
It's not even supposed to be here today.
Yeah, it was my day off.
All right. So your group is saying they want to take the deer with them.
I'll do whatever the group likes.
Very well.
Let me,
Because you need us.
what
That's
if
I said.
what if y'all give me like 45 minutes? Talk to my wizard friend. See if he'll come back.
That's a very specific amount of time.
46 minutes.
45 minutes.
Like,
Synchronize their
32
sundials.
seconds.
I don't really see where you think he's your friend.
Why do you think he's not my
Because
friend?
I've seen you interact with him. Friends don't interact like that.
This is how we're interacting. We're friends.
No, there's a lot more hate and spite when he's talking to you.
I
Do
doubt
any of
it.
you speak Sylvan?
Yes.
Yes.
He starts mumbling something in Sylvan. I don't know if I'm better off with them or by myself.
Well, I mean, it couldn't hurt to ask him. What's the worst he gonna say? No,
I'm
and
not
then
sure
we
either.
just
I
we
reply
take him
in
with us.
And he kind of looks at you like
I'm with. I'm with you. I got you back. I got your back on it.
he gives you a little.
Does she smell?
No,
Oh,
quite nice, like
Cool.
flowers.
well, so take him with us. Ask my best friend, Joss.
That
If he
little
can
tear
help.
goes down Crispin's cheek.
And Lemmy's like, I thought I was your best friend. He's like, I don't even know you.
We go here. Does anyone have opinion?
I'm gonna go find 2 more besties. They're over in a different wagon.
She goes to a different school. You wouldn't know her.
Yeah.
She's from Canada. All right, what is the opinion of the group? What are you guys doing?
Well, if he's gonna go spend 45 minutes talking to his bestie, I'm gonna go talk to my bestie too.
What's up, man?
Jill.
He's like, I only need 3
It-
minutes.
I don't need 45 minutes.
3 minutes of playtime.
I got you for 3 minutes.
All right. So what are you doing?
Okay, wait here. I'll be right back.
He waits there.
Okay, I'll go back.
You go back.
Am I able to find Joss anywhere?
No.
Oh, he's fucking dead.
Well, fuck.
However, everyone seems fine.
Right.
Lemmy's crazy. I'm gonna go actually probably to the cultist cart
Okay.
if I can't find him anywhere and see if he's over there with them, if they know where he's at.
You see the guards. The guards are with the wagons. But you don't see Jaws anywhere.
Do they know where he is?
Do you ask them?
Mhm.
Not his babysitter.
I'm not asking you to babysit him. I'm asking if you saw where he went.
He went off to go take a piss or something. I don't know.
Some guard.
I'm not guarding him.
Well, you're guarding the caravan. He's part of the caravan.
I'm guarding my property.
These nuts.
So he went tinkle that way?
I didn't ask him.
Okay.
Maybe he's shitting. He's been gone a while.
He needs more fivers, what he needs.
Maybe he went to go find some.
That's possible. Okay. Well. Thanks. I go whatever way he pointed.
You wander off in the direction using your ranger skills.
Oh, can I cast locate object to find his cloak?
Don't you have a locate person?
No, I think it's just locate object.
Was it 1,000 feet?
Yeah.
You cast locate object and you get no ping.
Interesting.
What a fucker.
I wonder where the stepsisters are.
I cast it
Hanging
again.
out with the family.
All right, well, I'll head back to them then. Josh is taking a shit, so he couldn't help right now. But we'll probably see him later.
Shit.
Yeah, 1,000 miles or 1,000 feet away.
You got that one bathroom that you're like, that's the one.
That's the
I
one.
want to
That's
put
my
it at
favorite
work,
one. I don't want to go anywhere else.
Yeah, he left and before the caravan started moving, so we left without him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Left him behind.
So are you bringing the deer with you, or are you guys leaving the deer here?
I say we take him.
I say we take him.
Okay.
Sure.
So you guys sort of like form a like bodyguard protection service around this little wood elf, and once you guys cross the threshold of the ruins, he's like, "Okay, here we go," and he immediately turns right back into this like golden elk.
I'm gonna take one of the ropes that I have and like kind of make a little bit of a harness for him and tie it around him.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna give the reins to Crispy.
Okay. So you guys lead this elk back towards the caravan, and some of the foragers that were out hunting with you guys earlier, they go, "Hey, you caught him! Great! Now we can eat him."
Where were you? I thought it was let's go hunt the gold elk.
We got like 5 of the other ones.
Wow.
You brought back 1. We brought back 5. Good job.
How gold is yours?
Damn.
He takes emotional damage.
And we're not eating this one. We've controlled him enough where we're going to use him as a pack animal.
Well, why would you not want to eat him?
Why would we not want to eat our mule? Because he's
I think
kick-ass.
donkey tastes bad.
You know, I've been thinking about making some fried human legs. If you touch my gold elk, I'm going to start with your legs.
You didn't have any teeth.
Wow. You're about to not have any teeth. You're going to have summer teeth.
Some are here, some are there.
Like Robin Shabatsky said.
There's like a little bit of a uproar amongst the people. They really want to like kill this animal and eat it and take its fleece. But the guards sort of intervene. They kind of calm the situation down, and they're given pretty specific instructions that if anyone's caught messing with anyone else's property, in this case, you guys caught it, you've tamed it, it's now your beast, you're claiming it. They'll be exiled from the caravan.
Cool.
I feel like Otis is like,
Huh. How does this thing work?
You guys spend the rest of the day letting the animals rest. You guys make accommodations for the elk to kind of side by side and pull your wagon with Clyde. Clyde seems to take to him pretty well. He seems to like him. You're not really sure. He doesn't speak, so he kind of gives him a couple little head nudges like "sup." And the elk kind of gives him a couple back. And they seem like homies now.
So wait, does he do sup?
It's more like a sup.
Or
And Clyde kind of gives a headbutt, like a little side butt. You guys start day 13.
Does speak with animals seem to allow me to communicate
Yes.
with the elk? Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
That's
you're
good.
able to
Okay.
speak with him by speaking to animals.
At least we can still talk to him.
Actually, I have a thing for the end part, and then we're going to end after this last little part.
Okay.
Evening of day 12. Aaron's like, I knew it. The fucking twins. I knew it.
I fucking hate it.
They ate everybody. We get back.
Fucking Lemmy's dad.
You guys are all sitting around and making your preparations for the next day, eating your meals. Jaws at some point does show back up, and he does set the fire for you and sits with you sort of begrudgingly while you like talk about life. And he interjects when he feels like it's necessary, but he doesn't seem like he's having a good time sitting there. He's not rude anymore. He's becoming a little less rude towards you, but I wouldn't say he's exactly becoming friendly.
because y'all's besties.
not yet.
I think he enjoys that it gets to crisp it a little bit.
Yeah, he's jelly top.
You guys wake up in the morning, and you head off for day 13 of travel. Again, like I said, I rolled all this. So on day 13, the entire day is rain. It rains nonstop from the moment that you guys wake up until the evening. You guys find some shelter past the castle, and you swear you see like lights or torches kind of in the ruins of the castle as you're heading off. Who would probably be the one that would wander off in the middle of the night to go take a pee or something away from everyone else?
Either one of us. Yeah.
Fig wants
Get a
to
roll
set
for
something
it.
on fire. He's been having the itch.
I'll say you guys kind of go in a pair. So
Whoa.
Interesting.
Don't cross the stream.
Sword fight.
you guys kind of just like wander off. You want to get out from the group, and he wants to tell you all of his theories about how these two girls are going to eat everybody. Because you seem to be the only one that listens to him, because you just kind of listen to everybody. So he's like, yeah, they're gonna kill everybody. We're all gonna die. As you're kind of walking on the path, you notice that the moon is kind of shining as it's It's no longer raining. It rained for the entire day, but it stops in the evening time. The ground is wet. It's muddy, and you see this like large array of mushrooms as far as you can see that is like sprouted up on the road, in the field. They're a strange batch of mushrooms. You've never seen them before.
He like pulls out his rapier and just like pokes one of them.
As you poke it, it makes a strange sort of like shrieking noise.
Oh God, what did I do?
And several black spores come pouring out of it. As you're watching him do this, you look and you see the other mushrooms seem to start growing before your eyes. In a matter of 30 seconds, as he's trying to like get away from this black spores that are coming out of this, the mushrooms go from 6 inches tall to 3 feet tall to 6 feet tall.
I didn't do that.
And
If anybody
that's where we're
asks-
going to end tonight's session.
I was about to cast something.
If anybody asked, I didn't do that.
I'm gonna cast Riders.
Yeah, this is going to be a good one. You guys are going to like this.
Interesting.
That one day took like a lot because there was a lot I feel like you guys wanted to do.
So I hate to interrupt. Did we get a name for the elk?
He doesn't know his name. He told you that.
We're going with Kyle.
You guys can name him whatever, call him whatever you want,
Okay.
as long as it's not